long since I've streamed that they've changed it. How about that for a cold open? Welcome to Bricks and Brews, lucky number 13. I am Useby, joined with the Bricks boys as usual. We got one more coming out in a little bit, and I wanted to invite Darth Profi for a little Christmas spirit. So he'll be sprinkling ho ho ho's throughout the build and showing us his feet at some point too. So
no.
Well, then get the hell out of here.
Not for free.
Anyways, welcome. It's Christmas time next week. I know Lael's super excited. I think everybody else as well. I love that tree behind you, Mark. I know Lael's probably been listening to Michael Bublé and all the other classic
right now,
Christmas
bro. I just
albums.
got it turned down. I got the whole thing muted.
I
got the U-log.
October.
We got the U-log in the background, so I got that on. I'm just, mute the whole thing.
Hell
right?
yeah. So yeah, this is Christmas. We'll talk about just shoot the shit and build some stuff, drink some brews or whatever you might want to drink, and have a good time. Talk about this year since it's the last one for the year. So as usual, I'll start off with what I'm building and what I'm drinking. I am building something that I got during Black Friday, and it is the Death Star Trench Run. This is part of the diorama series that they've done, and they all done really well. I do need to get a couple that I missed, so hopefully I can find those, like Dagobah and a few others. But yeah, the Trench Run classic scene. I love these little dioramas. I have a few of them, so they're great. And what I am drinking, because it is a holiday show, well, I can't really tell because it's in a coffee mug, but I am drinking spiced up eggnog. Because why not?
Why not?
So,
is there a brand of eggnog?
It is Kirkland, Kirkland brand eggnog.
So it's you didn't spice it up yourself; it comes spiced.
Yeah, it comes spiced up. So, the first time I got that, like 10 years ago or whenever they started having that at Costco, and someone's like, "Dude, you got to get the eggnog liqueur. It's actually good." I was like, "No, it's not. It's going to give me a headache. Screw y'all. I am not drinking that." And then, as soon as I started, then I was like, fuck it, I'll get it, or whatever. And it's, actually really good. It's, surprisingly good. Doesn't give me a headache. And, yeah, highly recommend if you like eggnog. My wife does not like eggnog, so I drink the whole thing every holiday season. So,
bro, do you know there's a recipe for eggnog French toast?
Oh, I want it.
Wow.
Literally. It's
I
long. You heard of it?
I never put that together.
Yeah.
That sounds delicious.
So what you use, it's like eggnog French toast bites. So what you use is little, I think the rolls, the mini rolls, and you do the eggnog, whatever. And yeah, you can just use eggnog as the base of your French toast. And I'm like, wow, I saw it on YouTube, bro. I mean, not YouTube, but on Instagram. And it's all the foods and shit that I can't eat. But I was like, yo, that shit look good. It looks so good.
Well, bro, it's one of those things where you just eat it and deal with the consequences, right? My wife, my wife's lactose intolerant, and it's like the internet meme where it's like, oh, that must be so shitty to not eat cheese and all that stuff. It's like, I didn't say that. I said I'm lactose intolerant. Just deal with the consequences afterwards.
No, you have a problem with French toast? You have a hard time with French toast?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, the eggnog I can't. It has to be more organic than anything. But then my stomach is really, really sensitive to shit. So I got to kind of watch what I eat. My stomach's even fucking sensitive to spices and shit like that, bro. So anyway,
mine is too. And you would think that once you started getting blood in the stool that you would stop.
Jesus.
But man, when you live life and you don't think about the consequences, it's amazing.
Live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love.
You live for today, man.
I know.
That's
I love
crazy.
Spicy food, and my body, my colon is she's a hurt.
And he's building an accurate diorama of his colon today, everybody. So moving down the list, money, you just hanging out, or are you building something?
I'm hanging out. I was just at. By the way, don't go to the mall last minute to look at Lego because you have to wait in line. I didn't even think about this, but I went and I was looking around and I was tempted to get a few sets, but the thing is I'd only be getting them for the stream, and I they had nothing that I really, really like had to have that minute, and because I'm spending a lot of money already this month, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna support USB. I'll join, but yeah, I got nothing to build today, so sorry about that.
So
And,
nothing that stood out to you?
well, I really want that Viking village, and I really want the Up House, and there's still a lot of Star Wars clone Lego stuff. Like I need to get the new gunship. I still haven't got the Walker, the AT. Is it the ATT or the big
ATRT?
Walker, the six leg Walker?
At or AT?
AT.
Oh, TST. You said 6 leg. Is that the
The
AT,
Clone Wars one.
TP or TE
maybe.
or T? It's TP or TE. I can't remember.
I need
Where
to
it's
get
like the
that.
drop ship drops it and it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called.
I need to get a bunch of those, but they're all like over $100 sets, and I'm like, I don't want to spend over $100 with Christmas and everything.
Listen,
So
Yeah.
feetfinder.com, bro.
Yeah, I
Sell
know,
them
man.
Mendez toes.
What's up
bro.
with you?
Sell those Mendez
dude, I'm
toes.
not gonna say I'm not tempted, dude.
Just put a little lotion on there. That'd be ready
Wow.
for
Yeah,
the show.
baby.
Bro, you don't know until you find out, man. Just give it a shot and see what
I
happens.
know, dude. I think Profi supports this habit, bro. It's just all feet every day.
I didn't say that. I'm
Let
just trying to
him
encourage my
Oh,
man.
that's right. It's all BH. It's all BH every day with Profi. Sorry, I did not mean to.
You trying to brag everybody into this shit, bro? Like, what you doing, USB, bro?
You can
Like,
play it
what's
on
up,
quick
man?
for you. I just think you can't say that.
We can hear you, Mark. All right, so Leal, what are you building today? And what
Well,
are you
I'm
drinking?
finishing up with this, man. Because remember, I started this the last time. It was the slave. It's the slave one. So I basically started with this.
Oh, fire spray.
And yeah, so I'm in the midst. This is where I'm at right now. So I'm starting on bag 2. So that's where I'm at now, bro. And I'm drinking water.
Slow and
That's it.
steady. Slow and steady.
Yeah, man.
And Profi, I know you're just hanging out, but I love the holiday cheer in your necklace. I was actually trying to find mine because I have one that not that exact one, but I have one that I got last year. I think it's like bells, like they light up,
Oh, yeah.
but they're also
Yeah.
bells.
Uh-huh.
But I could not find that for the life of me. I looked in like every closet in our like Christmas
Oh, dude.
decorations
Yeah,
place.
I made sure that I keep this where I know where it's at, man. I bought this last year also, dude. So
Yeah.
I saw these and I had to get one. Man.
Yeah, I'd probably get. If I ever see one of those next year for Christmas, I might pick that up because those seem lighter than the 50-pound bells that I got. So
Walk
Yeah.
around where everybody can hear you.
hell yeah, I like to be sneaky. Speaking of sneaky, Mark, what are you building? What are you drinking?
Oh, I was gonna drink vodka with if you take the twisted teas, you drink twisted teas instead of cranberry juice. It's really awesome. But Katrina drank all the twisted teas by the time I got home. I worked today, so I am drinking the cranberry
Tried and
juice. It's
true.
like the 5-calorie cranberry juice.
Mm-hmm.
And then the cheap gasoline vodka, that's 80 proof.
Cheap
So-
gasoline
Yeah.
vodka.
Hey man, put hair in your chest.
It's not the what was it used to call it, like Vladdy's? Remember they used to see like the big handle that was like $13. It's a step up.
know.
It's 7-time filtered. You know.
7 times. I only drink 9 times, but that's just me.
Oh no. I need to get one of those HEPA filter things where you can like filter it again,
Mm-hmm.
because that's what makes it really taste smooth. And then I got the Temple of Doom Escape, which is
Wow.
what set number is this? 77015 1545 pieces. The one thing I was really disappointed because I was really excited for this. It looks really good. It has that same setup we were talking about where it's like the diorama where it comes with the black base
Mm-hmm.
with the title. You know what I mean? They're good standalone pieces. You can put them anywhere. Like I have the Jurassic Park one or some of the Star Wars ones. But it only comes with 4 minifigures.
Uh-huh.
That's the problem. It's
Indie-
$150 set, and for some reason, I only ever saw it at Target until today. When I went to the Lego store when it came out, it was sold out. It was $160 at Target.
Jeez.
It's $150 everywhere else. I got $150 at Walmart. So fuck Target. I'm sorry. This is a kid show.
I don't think it's a kid show.
Not anymore.
Fudge Target.
Yeah. Fudge that Target
Yeah.
person. All right.
And their employees have become really trash.
I used to work at Target, and I would agree
Yeah.
with that. Same thing with
'Cause-
Starbucks.
You know, it was one thing I remember when they first started putting old ladies in front of Walmart as greeters.
Mhm.
You know, those people have turned. You know what I mean? They just kind of give you the side eye. You know,
Mhm.
They're just looking whether you steal something now. They don't say hi to you anymore. They're just looking whether you're stealing something.
If I worked at Walmart, I wouldn't be happy either.
No, I know, but Target, they dress nicer. The lighting's better. They don't like Walmart. They just seal the concrete. Target, they put a floor down. You know what I mean? You're thinking, oh, I'm in a classier place. It's like, no, it's worse people, man. It just makes shittier people. Very disappointing. Target, I used to love going to Target. It used to be, I have my wife's here. I can't say it now, but some of the most beautiful women when you used to go into Target.
That is true.
Now
Moms
now
shop at Target.
now they're starting to wear pajamas. I'm like,
So you're saying Target's becoming Walmart? I gotcha.
Target's becoming Walmart, and Walmart is becoming Kmart with a grocery store.
Kmart. Dang, Kmart's a throwback.
Rest in peace, Kmart.
I'm sorry, anybody that shops at Walmart and Target, I guess.
Bro, Walmart. I haven't been. I think the first time we went to Walmart, it in a long time. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. Before that, we hadn't gone since before the pandemic.
God
We
bless
had,
you.
which was once. You know what I mean? And it's right, bro. I remember
Thank you for your service, by the way.
brother. The heyday of Walmart was going like what was it? Tuesday nights. I think it was like Tuesday nights, late Tuesday nights when the new DVDs would release.
Yeah.
And you would actually go pick them up then, and it was quiet. You would walk in, find it, grab it, and you're out. That was the heyday of it. It was fun. But now it's just like, somebody's either fighting or somebody's complaining about the simple fact that there's a long line at McDonald's and stuff. I'm like, yo, come on, man. Like literally, bro. Like it's crazy.
Half the packages are opened.
It's
like before you used to go to Walmart. Walmart, you can get like fried chicken. You can get you can get spark plugs. You can get a t-shirt and a movie. And it's like, that's what was you can go there and get whatever you wanted. You know what I mean? Now you go there and you're like, where the hell is this? And do they not sell this anymore?
Yeah, it's just like everything is just completely changed. Like bro, the last time, honestly, what was it, like a few years ago? I think it was like early 2000s. I went to Walmart, at night one time. I just went to grab a DVD, and I witnessed a guy who I guess he was going through some type of harassment with a cop for some reason. I don't know what it was. He saw me and he said something. Now, I don't know how the hell they got my information, but I had to go to jury duty over this dude. I had to actually go to court to testify because of this dude. Like, he wanted me to be there as a witness. I'm like, I don't even know what I saw and what I'm testifying to. Like, but why am I here?
Oh, you were there to testify, not be in a jury.
No, I was there to testify. I had to actually show up at court and they asked me. I'm like, yo, why? I really told him. I was like, I don't know why I'm here. So I don't know if I ruined his case or not. After I was off, I left. I rolled out. But I'm like, see, this is what Walmart has become. I'm like, I'm good. I'm never going back. I'm never going back, bro.
Hell yeah.
Where I grew up, if you had a Walmart, I used to think you were rich. So
yeah, that used to mean
Kmart,
you didn't live in nowhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I didn't realize that Walmart was hated on until I grew up, moved out of the city that I lived in or town, and
now that same
I'm
level,
like, damn, everybody hates Walmart.
you live nowhere if Dollar General is your Walmart.
Yeah.
Because when you go to Layout knows this. When you go to like nowhere, Pennsylvania,
Yep,
it's like that's people's grocery stores. Dollar General.
Dollar General. That's it. Either Dollar General, and if it's the teenagers, Five Below.
Five Below, yeah.
Straight up. That's it.
Five Below is the high end Dollar General.
Yeah, it is.
It's sad when I see them close down.
What'd you say?
And also, I don't know what it is with Sean's voice, but I literally felt a tickle.
Wow.
On my jingle bells. Like,
the jingle bells, huh?
That dude's got the next level bass.
Speaking of
it's next level. I'm getting over being sick.
Oh, I was gonna say Layal's got that like sweet, smooth. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like a race thing, but he's got that like that sweet jazz like that. I can listen. I could
until now.
I could bump to just Layal talking about, I don't know, the
little bump and grind.
Yeah, like in the morning you turn on the radio and they're like tell you the weather and like price of corn. I'm not helping myself, but I enjoy it. It's positive racism.
Okay. Hell yeah. Yeah,
You know,
it is.
I love Leo.
Yeah, it's definitely positive, brother. I know.
All right, let's say hi to some people who are in chat. Loki, he's gonna be here in a little bit. I don't know what this means. So he might be driving while he's building, which would be rather amazing. But he also could just be getting ready for this too. So who knows? We got Thor Gaming Evening. We got 14 Wellington. Welcome. Hello yourself. We got Mr. Lane Kramer, who is being overwhelmed by all of this holiday cheer and wants us to eggnog our brains out. I don't know.
I should have got eggnog.
All the foods I can't eat.
He said he's overwhelmed by the holiday cheer.
New Christmas pants. Yes, Wellington. All right. We got, let's hear. Cram looks like he is building the Avengers Tower over Christmas break. That is one I have on my list to get as well. I have the set that came out probably 5 years ago. That's relatively small, but I do want to get that because I have the Daily Bugle as well. So I want to get that to kind of go with it together. Big old Fern celebrating Bang Bang Niner Gang winning. So yeah, good job, Fern.
Beating the Cardinals. Big
beating the Cardinals. That's really hard. I hope Brock Purdy, the next Tom Brady. The next Tom Brady can get it done for you guys.
Check down Charlie.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Mike, pause. Asking what he has walked into. Mike, with a name like that, you know exactly what you walked into.
What you walked into.
As long as you can find it, my man.
As long as you can find it, you know what you found.
Yeah.
And then Mike's building the Ghost. That is another one I need to get. I have not purchased that one yet, so I will be purchasing that as well. All right.
And something we were talking about right before we came on, or maybe Manny was talking about it after. But that gunship that comes with the Padme figure, that's actually a really nice. It looks like a really nice set, but it's like $150.
What?
I mean, and it's like 100. What was it, like 1,300 pieces, and it comes with 4 minifigures.
Yeah.
The minifigure count needs to go up. I understand everything's expensive now, but it's like It's become a thing where no child can afford Legos. I mean, I feel bad for the children are our future. There's no chance.
They're our future. Did you hear that, everyone?
Who the hell can afford?
Bro, it's like they're growing up seeing these prices, thinking that that's the norm.
I remember, and trust me, you guys know I'm a loving person. I never wanted to bully anybody, but you remember going to like kindergarten and people would go to show and tell, and I'd be like, I'd have like a My Pet Rock or something, and then then the other kids would bring in like the Lego pirate ships. Dude, I never wanted to bully anybody more in my life than the kids that brought that shit in. Wow. It's like, okay, we get it. You're rich. We get it. You're an only child. You're an only and I instantly judged that person. I didn't like them. I think you know what I mean. Because when I got a set when I was younger, it'd be like a guy on a motorcycle. You know what I mean? Or like I wouldn't get the pirate ship. I'd get the one guy stuck on a island. So the island would be like a 4-square tile. It'd be like a small pine tree, and it would be like a skeleton. So I was like, oh, I got the set that goes with the cool set. You know what I mean? I got the accessory.
Yeah.
It's like, but that means they need you.
It's like asking for a gun, and then you get a gun rack. You know what I mean?
You got me a gun rack? I don't have a gun, much less many guns to necessitate a gun rack.
I appreciate you getting that Wayne's World reference.
If you don't appreciate me, you're gonna lose me. I lost you already. Are you mental? That's such a good movie.
But when you're one of 9, man, it's like, and my brother had like a horrible fashion sense. My older brother. So I was like, dude, I was wearing ugly ass clothes my whole entire life.
Wait, you're one of 9?
Yeah.
You have 9 brothers and sisters?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I did not know that. Name them fast.
Well, 8.
Yeah, he's one of 9.
Actually, it's funny because it starts out as Chastity, Tiffany, Jeffrey, and then right after me it goes Brian, Brett, Brianne, Brittany, Brandon.
You know what that sounded
Brett.
like right now, right?
There was like there's 5 bees after
Ted?
me.
Yeah, Mario, way to go, man. That's what that
yeah,
sounded
dude.
like. Yeah, fucking Tiffany, Becca.
Sammy.
Oh yeah.
Wait, was it one of those
from
ones
Ted.
with the Lynn?
Oh,
at
the white
end of
trash
it?
names. Yeah. They're all...
Fucking Tammy Lynn. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I want to find that clip right now.
I
See,
I don't
appreciate
think I
that.
play
No,
it.
that was racist. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, that's okay, man. I am really white. You could say it. It's obvious to the world. Look how I did not see sun today. Why is my face so red? I look like I'm sunburned. I promise you that I have nothing wrong with me.
Is it?
Oh, well.
How cold is it over there?
It was actually warm today.
It was rainy over here, man.
Yeah,
it was
got
like
up to,
warm and rainy.
52 or something.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's like
Jeez.
it's actually was really warm. I mean, last week. I mean, it's like 26 in the morning, and then it gets up to like 52 or something.
So
But yeah, it down
cold enough
today.
to snow in the morning?
What's that?
Is it cold enough to snow in the morning? 20s is cold.
Yeah,
enough to
we've
get
had
ice,
like
right?
what? We've had what, like 3 like coatings layout.
Yeah,
I don't know if you had it up there.
we didn't.
Three-
Well, we haven't had. Nah, like we
Last year's
haven't
snow
had-
was last year. We didn't get any
Yeah,
like
nah.
real snowfalls. We had like a couple like half inches in the morning. Like we got like snow in the morning, but we didn't get any like
Half-inches.
real snowfalls last
Pretty
year.
big though. Like half inch is a lot.
Yeah, it's starting to look like that
Yeah.
right now, man. Like
This
the
year
winter
looks like
is
we're gonna-
not the way it normally would be. So I don't know. It just
Yeah. Well, that was like, it's funny because like 4 years ago, I remember we had like 6 inches of snow like right before Halloween.
Mhm.
And it was bad because some of the leaves hadn't even turned yet. So like you had so many limbs down. And then the last 2 years we got a couple 6 inches snowfalls 2 years ago. But
Oh,
last
my
year,
God.
I don't think we had more than 2 inches. Again, more than 2 inches, you know.
Do you really
Might be
need
enough
more than
for some
2
people.
inches?
I do. Dude, I love snow.
yeah.
I hate
Wow.
people that say,
Oh, we're
"Oh,
talking
I
about
hate
snow.
snow."
Oh, okay.
The kids want the snow so bad,
I know.
and
Yeah.
any type
especially
of sign of like flurries, they're excited, thinking that it's going to stick, and they're going. I'm like, well, nah, you.
Nah. And then it only sticks on when it only sticks on the grass.
Oh.
It's a shame
Yeah.
Did you?
because it's cool. Like when you have little kids, like I remember we had what was it? My youngest. Well, actually, quick story. Congratulations to Olivia. She turned 13. I have a teenager now. She
Holy
turned 13
shit.
on Friday.
Word.
How you feel?
Wow.
That kid, and she was the one that was going through a lot of stuff. If you guys remember,
Yeah.
she was the one that had to go to a facility. She's doing so much better, man.
It's awesome.
The kid's really smart. We're trying to get her in the Gifted program,
Word.
but they said some shit like I forget what it's supposed to be like. The IQ is supposed to be 139 or something. And she's like 137, and then she says, and then they say she falls a little low on her social skills. I'm like, yeah, she just had to go to a facility. With COVID, no kids have grown adults no longer have social skills.
Yeah,
After
you're not
COVID.
wrong, bro.
People have turned into
Yeah.
such pieces of shit, and it's so sad to see.
Yeah.
It's like you could disagree with me. I can disagree with you, but I still love you. Like, what are we talking about here? It's
Yeah.
like they're like, oh, you voted for who, or you did this, and I'm like,
Yep.
that doesn't make somebody a terrible person. That just means they don't agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. COVID changed a lot when it comes to social skills and just
It's
basically
gonna take a
like
long time to
human
recover.
condition in general, man. Like
Yeah.
everything changed. It's not the same. Definitely not.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, I'm like glad that there's this community, you know, the Collecting Weekly and the different, you know, collector communities.
Mm-hmm.
But there should be communities in your own neighborhoods, and that's the good and bad with online, is there's no communities anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
People don't go to church as much as they used to. They don't go to the Elk Club. There's, you know,
Elk
there's just not,
Club.
or just
so
whatever.
weird.
There's, you know what I mean? There's just none of there's not that community thing anymore. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in a small town, so I feel like there was a lot then, but now that I live in LA, yeah, I don't see too much.
No,
Los Angeles.
Manny, what's your neighbors' names? The people that live next to you. What's their
Am
name?
I Manny, or are you talking to Mario?
Money Mendez. What
Thank you.
did I say, Manny?
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
God damn.
I was.
Racial.
Yeah, I know.
Rachel.
Now, god damn, you hate
Sorry, Mario.
Eddie.
Sorry, Eddie.
Eddie,
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
mean
Eddie.
to.
Eddie. I'm sorry. I don't even want. Well, I keep saying on the reading.
Yeah,
on the
I
thing.
know money.
I'm reading.
I don't know. To be
You don't
honest.
know. That's what I
don't know
mean.
my
But
neighbors'
that's
names.
and it's not your fault. It's just the way society went. And
But
that's-
also, I'm different. I don't want to know my
Built
neighbors'
different.
names.
But that-
I'm sorry.
so you're part of the problem.
Different.
I probably am, dude. I don't have a lot of faith in people, and I don't really need more friends.
But you need that.
So
faith, baby.
I like you guys. I like
You gotta
No
put
new
faith.
Yeah.
I need to preach to Eddie then. I need
Hey
to
man,
preach
you
money.
could try.
Eddie money.
Plenty have tried. You could try, bro.
But you have that love in your heart, man.
I do. It's
He says-
there. It's just
Knock on the door, shake a hand, and then make a little pie real quick and say, "Hey, I'm Eddie."
Sometimes you do have a tendency to see the way society is, and you're really. I honestly sometimes I do carry that same level of skepticism, like I do, especially in my area. So I kind of just like
If
I
someone,
don't judge people, but I what I do is just like I kind of like compartmentalize when it comes to my associations. You know what I mean? So it's
You take it a case by case basis.
Yeah, bro, you have to
Because
if
you know when
What's up, Brains?
you can read people and say, okay, this person's friendly. This person is kind of a little bit of a POS.
Yeah,
don't judge someone.
man.
Don't judge someone by their RBF, man. 'Cause
Yeah,
then-
Well, when they roll your eyes when they see you, you kind of
Yeah.
like, okay.
yeah.
If someone's looking at you, they smile at you. They just even hold the door for you.
That's
It's
what
like-
I'm saying. If someone's like lives in my building or something and they need help and they ask me for help, I'm not gonna be like, no, fuck off. Like we had a new an Asian lady. I don't even know where she's from, but she was trying to figure
She's
out
from
the
Asia.
laundry room. Yeah, she was trying to figure out how to use the laundry room, and she asked me if I could help her, and I spent like half an hour trying to teach her how to use because it's all on the phone now, and so I was trying to show her, and I'll help you out, but yeah, I'm not like we're not on our contact list,
You're not her guy, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I ain't your buddy guy.
exactly.
I ain't your guy.
I'm not
friend.
your pal, friend. I'm not your friend.
I ain't
Jack.
your friend, buddy.
Yeah.
Mario, how are you doing, baby? I haven't talked
Yeah,
to you.
Mario, I haven't heard
How
you.
doing?
I haven't. I mean, I've listened to you, but I haven't had the dialogue with you in a long time.
How's life?
Yeah.
You're
You're
muted.
muted.
First
Muted.
of all,
Am I
he doesn't
muted?
have a voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
I
there
can
you
hear
go.
Wait, you hear me now? Am I good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Life is good. Thank you. What's going on,
Short
guys?
and sweet. I mean,
That's short and sweet, bro. It's
Yeah,
good.
short and sweet.
It's just really good.
Mario knows his whole community though. Any Asian woman in his community, he knows their name, their last name.
What the hell?
their waist size, their bust size.
Wow.
When they come home from
Why
work.
would you
when
say
they
that,
leave.
Eddie? Where'd that come from?
Whether they chin the
I
tree
know
or
you.
not.
Yeah, he knows
You
me.
are on my contact list. That's
There you go. Eddie knows.
Yeah.
Bro, you been down to TJ at all lately? I haven't heard much of that.
Dude, I haven't been in a minute. I think the last time we went was Comic Con.
Okay.
We took John and
Yeah.
Calvin and the other people. We went. That was it. I think that was the last time I went.
Mario's moved on to greener pastures, bro.
I know.
Like
Hey, did you
sometimes
see-
it's- Mario, like sometimes it's like Mario can't stay in one place too long, bro. It's like, yo, look, I gotta move on to
he's
something
moved-
bigger.
he's-
Well,
he's-
no, it ain't that. Believe me, bro.
He's
I mean,
moving touches, he's moving
I
touches
still
on
want
the
to go
female
back.
field.
he set his heart on the real Hong Kong now. Now he's like trying to get to Hong Kong. Hong
Oh,
Kong.
yeah, that too.
He's saving up for
Well, no,
Japan
I'm actually,
and a
saving up
quick
to go,
jaunt
go
over to
buy some
Hong
hot
Kong.
toys from the real place itself. So there you go.
Yeah, man.
We hung out yesterday, Usby. We didn't go to Hong Kong though. We
Oh,
just
nice.
had a little coffee.
Nice. Yeah, I've been.
Coffee, a little smoothie here and there.
Yeah.
Ooh, what kind? What flavor did you get, Eddie?
I didn't get a smoothie. I got coffee. I'm a caffeine head. Coffee and
That's
Red
why you got to
Bull.
get both, bro.
Wow.
Eddie got himself a nice serving of something, man. I was like, what the
Oh.
hell?
I
So
did.
that was funny. That was
Yeah.
funny to see.
A nice serving of something. Okay.
Nice serving of
Okay.
something.
I guess we won't be sharing that.
So no, well, yes. Okay, I'll just say that we took out Jose G for his birthday, right? We just hung out for a little while,
Okay.
and let's just say someone thought Eddie was the birthday.
Cold?
Someone thought that Eddie was the birthday boy when it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Someone thought I was Jose. I was like, it's not even my birthday.
Yeah, but I'll take the presents.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Really well.
Spicy. That's cool. Where did you guys go? That you could
you
talk
know,
about
here
on
and there.
on the air.
Had,
Couple
coffee.
cafes.
Strip club, gentleman's club, something like
No.
that.
No, literally cafes.
There were cafes. Dude.
They're like Hooter cafes. That's what I'll say.
Oh.
They're like
Oh.
Hooter
They're
cafes.
a little more than that.
You know,
Wowza. I think
Is
I
it-
Andy's
go
trying
for
to,
the
like,
coffee.
Did they wear
Yes.
did they wear bottoms at least?
Depends.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
wow. Y'all getting crunk up in LA, bro. San Diego ain't got nothing like that.
That ain't in LA. That's in Orange County.
Okay.
I don't know if that's in LA.
I don't know. I haven't been in a long time.
I don't know my community that well. That's why I said Mario's very
No, I didn't know
Mario's
either, man.
very educated on
Wow.
his community. He
Well,
knows
my
everything.
Vietnamese friends actually took me out. I was like, "Yo,
Oh.
where'd this book come from?" So I didn't realize this existed in my backyard this whole time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Is there a pretty big Vietnamese
where
Community
I live
out
at,
there?
yeah.
That's
Mhm,
awesome.
yeah.
Is it all
I'm among
Vietnamese or is it
Vietnamese and
any?
Chinese, so-
It's any kind of ease. No.
I love
Oh,
Vietnamese
Eddie.
people.
So does Mario.
Yeah.
So does Mario. Statement.
We could bring it back. We could bring
That might be the only war in human history where it's like you meet a lot of like
Holy shit.
Vietnam vets that ended up marrying Vietnamese women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know at least of 3. I mean, and my uncle who served in Vietnam, he loved Vietnamese women, but it was like the kind of like pay for play Vietnamese. So it wasn't,
Mhm.
it wasn't, it was more of a transaction than anything else.
Jesus.
But he,
Oh man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
grew up
Keeping
with
the economy alive.
a Vietnamese family across the street. Back when I knew my community. I'm gonna keep saying that.
You know.
but
Back
dude,
when I
I
knew
never,
my community,
I
had
have
a
never
neighbor-
met a miserable Vietnamese person my whole
No,
entire
they're
life.
cool, man.
No,
They
they're
smoke a
always
lot
the
of
most
weed,
chill
dude.
people in the world. Yeah, that's it. They tried all the different leaves.
Yeah, dude,
Literally,
they smoke a lot of
they
weed.
tasted the rainbow.
Drink a lot of tea.
Yeah,
They're cool. Cool
they're
people.
really cool people.
yeah.
So,
So-
can I hear everybody's plans for the holidays?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Give me
ask
some.
you.
First, you, USB. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. What am I gonna do? Let's see here. On Friday, I'm going. We're staying home. All my family lives here, except for my dad. My dad lives in Seattle, so we'll be here. On Friday, we're going over to my grandma's house, or sorry, Lacey's grandma's house, for like her, to see her and my wife's uncle and aunt and stuff like that, and their kids, and go over there. And then Saturday, doing nothing, I don't think. Saturday, I have a few friends that used to live here that moved to Mississippi that are coming back in town to see, relatives and stuff like that for Christmas. So we'll be hanging out with them. We're just going to like a dog park or something like that to just hang out, not do much. Be in each other's company. And then for Christmas Eve, I don't think we have anything planned. Probably just watch Christmas movies all day long, all night long, and then just relax and chill. And then Monday, Christmas Day, we go to my wife's parents' house in the morning, and then we go to usually go to my aunt's house, but my cousins are sort of taking over it, so going over to my cousin's house for Christmas dinner, late lunch, I guess. I don't know. See all my cousins and stuff like that. So
So real quick, when do you open presents with your children?
We open them Christmas Day. Christmas morning.
Christmas Day, okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like Katrina's family, they opened them up Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Really?
Which was wild to me. Yeah.
There's a lot of
I
people
thought that was
do
only like a Mexican thing.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's funny because my Spanish neighbors do that. So I was like, oh,
Yeah, we
that
all
was
do
always
that.
weird to me.
Yeah, no, we do that. I mean, we there are times where like my nephews, my nieces, they don't want to wait. So they wait for midnight Eastern time instead of midnight our time. So at 9 o'clock, they just have at it, man.
So
Yeah.
I know I'm
Let's
Mexican,
go.
but I'm more like a coconut. Do
You're
like
white on the
legit-
inside?
Yeah. Do legit Mexican families not teach their kids about Santa Claus, or they do?
Do what?
Like, do you
How long
grow
do you
up
let Santa
thinking
Claus be a thing?
Yeah. How long do you grow up believing in Santa, or do you not?
In my family, Santa's always been around. I was born and raised here, dude. So I'm assuming it's just embedded
where
with the
did you
culture.
think where did you think your
Yeah,
presents
that's
were
what I'm
coming
getting at.
from?
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah.
Who do you think gave you your
afterwards?
presents? When did that change?
Oh shit, I don't know. I can't remember, dude.
Because I'm saying, if you open it up,
it
on
was still young.
Christmas Eve, when did Santa deliver them? That's what I'm
Dude,
trying to get at.
Nah, we didn't. It wasn't that deep, bro. So.
It was one of those
That's the way
like
my mind
ignorance,
works. I'd be
ignorance
arguing with a
bliss,
kid.
yeah.
I'd
Where
be
you're like,
arguing, what the hell?
you're getting the presents, you don't care, you're just thankful.
Yeah, exactly. As long as they're there.
That's crazy. That's cool.
I mean, at least in my household, we would do like sometimes we would open it like when my grandma was alive back in the day, and we would go to her house. We would open some on Christmas Eve, and because it would always be like, "Oh, I got you these ones," but then Santa would come later, and you open those ones like Christmas morning. So it's like you get some from your parents and then some from Santa. The big ones come from Santa. You know what I mean?
What we did actually, Eddie, now that I remember, is that I think the stockings or whatever like that were kind of like the Santa thing, and everything under the tree was like from all of us. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So
That's smart. Yeah, because
Yeah.
really the parents should get credit. You know what I mean? I love the idea. You know what I mean? Be good. He's watching you. But to me, that guy's always been, Yahweh. That's our Lord and Savior. So you know what I mean? You got to take some of the. I always tried to take, even as a child, I tried to take the commercial out of it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
I feel you, dude.
that's very interesting. Very interesting. That's why I said it's a little bit of a cultural differences. But at the same time, I knew that guy was fake like very early on.
You could read them off the bat.
Well, because I had
Wait, what?
older brothers and sisters.
What?
So
talking
Oh, they
about?
ruined it for you?
no, they
Well, my
would
kids are
stand
watching this.
upstairs. They would stand upstairs, and he'd be like, "You can't go downstairs. Santa's coming."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Nope, you're up. That's bullshit. I call bullshit." And this is at like 4 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
like, nope. But no, but
Innocence was
magic,
gone at 4.
Early.
the magic was never left. The magic has never left me. I still believe in the idea of Santa Claus. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
My mom always taught
Like
us
I
he
respect
wasn't real.
I
the
respect
very
the
beginning.
entity of Santa Claus.
We were always
I worship the King of Kings, but I respect the idea of Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you, bro.
From Fern, yeah, Mexicans always open a midnight Christmas Eve. LOL. So
we
you
used
know,
to have
Fern
to
does it
beg,
too.
and our mom wouldn't even let us. If we were lucky, maybe one Christmas Eve, maybe one, but we'd beg and beg and beg until she would give in. But it was always Christmas.
With
morning.
me, it was like I'd beg at like 5 a.m. and my mom's like, "Go open one, don't tell anybody."
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's how
Yeah.
my grandma would be.
Really?
My grandma
Yeah.
was like that.
What
And
about you, Mark?
I'd sneak down, I'd poke a hole in a lot of the presents, like finger poke them.
Orale.
I was such a trash child.
Who didn't do that, man?
I
Yeah,
poke
I mean,
a hole and I kind of like stick my eye down there.
Well,
You know what I
I
mean?
remember like kind of like peeling the on the sides how you fold it down, you tape it up
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I remember trying to peel that back a little bit and trying to undo the tape slightly. What the hell's in here? You know what I mean? So
How
I
about
don't know if
this?
any of y'all did that.
How about this? Since we're talking about Christmas, and we could start with Mendez. What, to your recollection, what was your favorite or most memorable like present you got, or Christmas morning? It doesn't have to necessarily be a present. Like, what was your
Okay.
most memorable Christmas morning that you have?
One time, so I grew up. My mom never like wanted to lie to us, so I never believed in Santa. But there were a couple instances where, like one time we were out of town, and I guess we had to have been out of town for Christmas, so we might have got home like Christmas night or the next day. Um, and when we got home to our apartment, like the entire living room was full of gifts, and they all said from Santa, and it was from my grandpa because he always wanted us to believe in Santa. So like all of our gifts were from Santa, and so I was like, in my head, I always thought like, I know he's not real, but like maybe he is, because look at all this stuff, man.
Look at Eddie
So
light up.
as a kid, I was like, and then another time at my aunt's house, I was real young, and me and my brother were really the only two kids who knew that about Santa, but we knew not to talk about it, to ruin it for everybody else. So we were at a Christmas party, and it might have been Christmas Eve. It had to have been, because all of a sudden they made all the kids go to a room, like Mark was saying. They made us all go to a room, and they said Santa Claus is gonna come, and I was like, Santa Claus isn't real, so who's coming? Like, and, all of a sudden, you could hear on the roof, you could hear pounding, and then you could hear like bells and stuff, and I was like, what the heck? Like, Santa? No way. What the hell is going on? And it was later I found out it was my uncle was on the roof, like making noise, and he had bells up there. But those were two times when I was like, dang, maybe my mom's just wrong, or maybe she doesn't understand he is real. But those were two memorable, not really gifts. Beautiful. I mean, I had some cool gifts, but those are more like actual Christmas memories that aren't just gifts.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know what's funny? When Eddie tells that story, he still has that face of a child when he lights up. You can still see that 7-year-old kid in him.
That's what Mark was saying, man. The heart is still in there. He's just slowly dying. Youthspeed made fun of me too one time. We were at Disneyland, and it was when they put the like lights on all the buildings with all the dancing characters, and then they had like fake snow.
Oh, the fake snow.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I cried.
And I was outside. I
cried.
I was looking up, and they have the music playing, and I was like, "Damn, dude, you're never this happy like anymore." And Youthspeed was making fun of me. He's like, "You should have seen Eddie's face out there, guys. He looked like."
I was not making funny. I was not making funny. I remember that. I was happy for you because you looked genuinely happy, bro. I was too. I was out there
happy
smiling,
very
bro.
often. You hate to see it because anytime I look happy, people mention it. I'm like, "Damn, dude."
That's crazy.
Yeah. What about you, Leo? What's your most one of doesn't have to be the best.
Well, I mean, again, man, I grew up in a household where pretty much my pop's Cuban father, African American, native mom, and I think the best, honestly, it was around the best Christmas I'd say I had, and the most memorable was, I think it was 81. It had to have been 80, 81, bro. I'm telling my age. 80, 81, bro. Like, honestly, it was the best part because it's like everything that you wanted to get and didn't think you could get, but I knew how hard like my parents worked to make sure that we had the most memorable time and the most memorable Christmas. So like, thinking about that and then moving on to like adulthood, you want to pass that on to your children. You never want them to forget the feeling. Now the only problem is, it's like, I know what it felt like to actually have that imagination, but then when you're dealing with like, relationships where they'll tell the kids right off the back he doesn't exist, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, literally, like that just defeats the purpose of me trying to help them expand on the imagination, but at least give them a sense of what it felt like and what it feels like to have to embrace your childhood. I'll let you decide whether or not it's fake or not, moving forward. But I just love the joy of seeing children enjoy it. You know what I mean? And just like kind of have fun. But when they know it doesn't exist and they know that we are the ones buying shit, I'm like, damn, now they expect us to get the most expensive shit. You know what I mean? Like, leave that shit to Santa, man. You just taking that shit away from us. But other than that, man, I think that was, not 81. I think it was 80, 81 was the most. It was crazy, bro, because when we talk about Legos, like that's when I got, one of my most memorable Lego sets. That was around the time that it was a show G-Force used to be on, Battle Beyond the Stars.
Oh,
That
man,
was on around that
G-Force.
time. Yeah, bro.
Oh.
That was on around that time. And my mother had basically scoured the galaxy. She could actually find me the ship in the figures, and she got it from overseas. You know what I mean? And she got it sent, and it showed up at my house. I was excited about it, man. And then it was no, searching the internet and searching the
Yeah, how do you
web,
get it from overseas,
Yeah.
back
bro.
then?
So again, my pops at that time, he was in the military, so he had access to people who knew where to get certain things. That's where I actually got and knew about like my Shogun Warriors, back in the day, and I got those from Lionel Kitty City. He knew that they were coming based on the information he got from Japan and people he knew that were still servicing over there and stuff like that. So they would get stuff sent over. It was incredible, bro. Like it was the best Christmas I ever had, around that time. And again, like I said, when I think about that, bro, I'm like, all right, let me just pass it on to like, my kids, so they can have Christmas. Like, I mean, for me, that's why I love Christmas so much, bro. I just love the feeling of it, like just the sheer excitement of it. You know what I mean? Like just the feeling of the music and the festivities and just seeing kids so excited about it. But each generation has changed, bro. It's just not the same anymore, bro. It's not the same for this generation. Like they don't respect it, and they don't take it, they don't see it the way we see it. And and right, I mean, good. I can't really complain. It's this is who they are, but at the same time, I just feel bad for them, man. It's just never the same.
Because like back then, even for me, and I'm still newer. Like I had a lot of technology growing up, but
Yeah.
back then, like if you wanted to see something crazy and like wow factor, it was the Christmas lights, or it was like the parade on TV.
Yeah, bro. Yep.
But now you see it on Instagram or TikTok. Or
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yeah,
it's
well,
like,
too, like, and like Leia was saying, whenever you did shopping back then, you would order something, and it would tell you like certain items. It'd say 12 to 16 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
And that wasn't guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
When you
True.
order something, it's like you can order something from China now, and it'll be here on Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quick. Like
I
it'd
mean-
be definitely quick, bro.
In the States, it was like 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when I was really young, order something from the Sears catalog. Like I would save up all my pennies and stuff like that. Order something, and it comes 6 to 8 weeks. As soon as 6 weeks comes, I'm checking the mail every day, every day, every day, every day, and it would take like 12 weeks, and I would like sit there and be devastated.
Mm-hmm.
But that's part of the Christmas like thing is like nobody understands the wait anymore. Everything's instant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can find whatever you want. It's instant, and that's
Yeah.
missing in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just that like satisfying of like I don't want to say waiting, but just like or suffering, but just like you kind of like mentally you earned it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You bought you worked for it, you bought it, you waited for it. You get that much more satisfaction when you get it.
Yeah.
Now it's like you work all week, you hate your job,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I'll buy a $50 item, and it's like that what's that? What's that? What's that
Dopamine.
thing? Dopamine
Or serotonin, whatever.
or serotonin. One of those,
Mm-hmm.
and it kicks in your body, and you just get that like. That's when you turn into a child instantly
That sheer excitement at
because you
that point,
earned it.
bro. Mm-hmm.
You worked for it. You waited
Mhm.
for it, and then the satisfaction is that good. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
I mean, even I don't want to talk about food that way, but you know what I mean? You know, like when you work all day and you get a good appetite, it's like now people they just go on Uber Eats or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? There's no.
Yeah.
I've come to the point where I hate my joints hurt, man. I gotta show you this bruise on my back, but it's like at this point, I'm glad I don't have an office job. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking broken down, but I love that I work hard for what I do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that I earn a living for my kids. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yo,
Hold on,
you
let
know-
me show you this.
You know what I think? You know what I want?
Jesus.
Whoa, whoa,
Jesus,
jeez,
man.
Mark.
Wow, bro.
What the hell?
Briefs
What
right now,
happened,
okay?
man? What
Mark,
happened,
you
bro?
yeah, exactly. You're not
It's
wearing
not
your
a
pants,
Victor
bro?
Bruce unless you see
What
Mark's
the
ass,
hell?
bro.
See that? Fucking hurts, man.
What'd you do?
But-
Man, just hanging out in his drawers.
Yeah.
Bro, what a man does in his house.
Good thing
is
Calvin's
so
not here,
business.
otherwise those things would be coming off.
You see?
I really, I have.
I know that was intentional, Eddie.
I have a Christmas Story pants I was gonna put on, but I was like, they're not gonna see my ass anyway. Well,
Oh, it's Bricks and Brews. We will see your ass.
I think I've seen those Christmas Story pants.
yeah.
What you talking shit about pajama pants, man? And you got some Christmas Story? God.
Dude, I love. Okay, we haven't even got through all the Christmas gifts. We haven't heard.
What do you mean, like what everybody's doing?
Go ahead, Mario,
Mario's-
bro.
we have-
Mario Santa Claus, bro.
Oh
I
man,
just said we heard layouts.
Mario
of
Santa
the-
Claus, bro.
Profi Claus.
Profi Claus,
No,
bro.
no,
Go ahead,
no.
Mario Santa Claus, bro. Bro, so I think you should audition for Santa Claus next year in Disney, bro. I think you should.
You have the beard, which is
Ho,
cool.
ho,
I,
ho.
man,
You should,
I
bro.
could. I think I could, man.
Bro, you got the
I'll
beard,
try.
you got the height. I'm dead ass serious, bro. I think you could.
You know, I actually saw there was a reel of Santa going around in one of the parades, man, and something went wrong, and all of the props came crashing down on him, man. So that's I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do that.
Are you
So,
real?
yeah, dude. Yeah, I sent it to Sean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll send it to you, bro. I'll show you.
Well, Mario's got that like I could sit on this guy's lap, look to him. You know what I mean?
As long as you got pants on, Mark. I mean, it's
Yeah.
cool. So that's fine. I'll welcome it. No, man. I mean, I've had like quite a few memorable Christmases, really, dude. One of the things that I really enjoyed a lot is that on my dad's side of the family, it was really, really large, man. I had a large family, man. Christmas was the time when everybody would get together and, get to see all my cousins, get to see all my tios and tias. And there was a time when everybody was getting along,
Yeah. Bro.
So that's the thing in life. Later, not everybody, things happen.
Yep.
People,
right there,
grow apart and shit like that. It sucks
it does.
just to see what life can do to a large family like that sometimes,
Going through that right now, bro.
Yeah, I feel you, man. And but it was such a cool time. I mean, one of the things that I remember the most is that when was it? Like in the late '80s when Mario 3 came out, Super Mario 3.
Yeah.
Oh, that was much.
Like
Super
around
Mario 3, I
that
think
time.
that was 1990. Because what was that movie called where it had Ben Savage in it?
The
They
game
already
or
made a
something like that.
movie.
Wizard or the Wizard?
The Wizard, yes,
Yeah.
the Wizard, where they had the power glove. Remember they had the power glove in that?
Oh, and the power
Yeah.
glove
That
was
thing was
fucking meant to be
trash,
this, like,
man.
the
Yeah.
fucking
Oh shit,
dopest
Jedi Chris is
ever.
here. What's up?
The power glove was at a lot of yard sales like a couple months after it came out. We had the power glove, but it didn't work with anything.
No, I remember getting I remember my grandmother actually getting that game for me, man. So I thought that was pretty cool because I don't think of, my grandma at the time being able to afford anything like that, So something like that was like, special. Because she would buy for like all of her grandchildren, man. There was a lot of us, bro. So for her to actually do that, I was like, holy shit. That's pretty awesome. But one of the things that I remember the most
Hold on, real
was
quick.
funny.
October 23rd, 1988. So it would have been 88. So you're right, Mario. For some reason, I thought it was 90. I don't think it came out that late.
I
think I'm making a SNES Super Mario, which is like 91.
Mm.
My bad.
But there was a time when I think my dad was playing Santa Claus at the time, and we're all getting together. Did the same thing like Eddie, like you mentioned. There was we heard stomping on the roof. Oh, Santa's here, right? And then here comes my dad through the front door doing his thing. Oh, what's funny is that he has everybody.
Did you know it was him though?
Not really at the time. No.
Oh,
I didn't
that's
think
awesome.
about it.
That's awesome.
So he has everybody singing songs and shit like that. It was funny as shit. And then later on, he starts leading everybody into singing some Mexican songs. So I thought that was funny as shit. And then one of the kids, like, hey, Santa, you got a hole in your pants. And he looks down and like, oh, shit. So, again, it was just one of those things where, like I said previously, just getting together with family where everybody, like I said, everyone's getting along, everybody's cool. Just seeing all your cousins just hanging out and just acting all,
Hey,
travieso, just having fun with one another.
what's a Christmas Mexican song? My grandpa always sings one. Oh man.
No, he just did Mexican songs in general. It wasn't
Oh,
Christmas
just
related. Yeah.
Because my
He
grandpa
just
sings
just
this
sing
one.
in Spanish. Yeah.
My
Like,
grandpa
what the
sings
hell?
this one where it's like, I saw my tia kissing Santa or something like that. You heard that one? Damn,
It's
I
a
gotta look
regular
it up
song,
now.
I don't know. Whenever I
That's a
sing like
regular
the
song?
Spanish Christmas songs, I do it with like the accent, so I don't want to say it out loud
Oh,
because I am
please.
really worried.
Please. I want to hear it more. Please. Please
No,
sing
it's like the
something.
one that goes like "Mamacita, donde es tu Santa Claus?
Oh, that one
It's
too.
Oh,
Christmas
that's
Day."
right.
That's
Yeah.
probably my favorite one. The
Oh, yeah.
Feliz
Feliz
Navidad
Navidad.
one's
That's another one too,
is a
Eddie.
little
Feliz
lame.
Navidad.
I know Feliz Navidad. We used to
Yeah.
sing that in elementary
Feliz
school.
Navidad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Mark, I appreciate the attempt, brother.
no, well, I was trying to hold it back because I'm
Trying to
very
cancel today.
cancelable because you know what it is. I don't have any hate in my heart, so
Yeah.
I'm not looking to offend anybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like anything
Yeah.
else.
It's not intentional. You know what I
Intent
mean?
is always, and it's the same way in the Bible. It's like the intent is what's the most important. It's like
Mm-hmm.
saying OGC. You know what I mean? You're still using the Lord's name in vain. It's the intent. You know what I mean? So if you have hate in your heart, that's the part you need to weed out. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And I love
I
everybody.
thought you said OGC. I had to think about that for a second. Like, who's
Yeah.
OGC? I didn't hear the J.
Yeah, the King of Kings. Yeah. So
I've
I
never
mean,
heard
we're
anyone
we all pray.
say
We all
OJC.
pray to the same guy. You know what I mean? But however you interpret it, but,
Gotcha.
so I don't want
Gotcha,
to.
bro.
I don't want to disrespect them.
But I think you guys were talking about as far as like some of your most memorable gifts, whether
Yes.
it be, I mean, like,
Yeah, like
for
that
me,
one, like where you felt that like magical Christmas moment, but then also went with receiving something.
yeah, I mean, I've had a few of them, man, personally, and I don't want to sound like, I think when I first started collecting Hot Toys, right, and then my brother and my mom's got me the Heath Ledger Joker, the bank robber one, the 2.0, when it came out, and yeah, Eddie, I know.
I wish I knew
And
you at that time.
oh,
Maybe they would have.
and I was like, I looked up and I'm like, what the hell? Why did you guys buy this? Because they wanted to contribute at the time, and they're like, yeah, we understand why you collect these now, and blah blah blah. So I was like, that's
like-
that is so
like
sentimental.
Confirmation and also like
Yeah.
You're
At the same time, because
They
since
support
then,
what you're into, bro. And that's the beauty
right,
of it,
exactly,
man.
man. And my mom's have been through so much, dude, since, dude. So that particular piece is so sentimental. I wouldn't give that up for anything.
Oh hell no, you can never
You know,
part with
so,
it, bro.
yeah.
It's
Even if it's not like my favorite character or favorite figure or whatever like that, just because of the sentimental value that thing has, man. I can't get rid of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
Yeah. I was gonna say, just for me, like it's funny because I was just thinking about it now because it's like this is something I didn't pick up until I was a teenager. We randomly had we always lived next to a church and we moved around a lot when I was younger. But it's like randomly, like I remember the church people coming over and they would give us gifts. And it was always like something like I was really good at drawing when I was younger. So like every Christmas, somebody would come over with like a one of those it was cheap. It was like that that marker, pen, and like pastel set. You know what I mean? That just the whole thing was trash. You know what I mean? It was like a cheap Crayola thing. But I always got that, and I'm always like, why are these people giving this to me? You know what I mean? And that was this isn't my answer, but it's like one of those things. It's like, and then I got older. I'm like, oh, these people just thought, because we were poor. You know what I mean? Obviously, so they're just like, I want to make sure these people have a Christmas. But my mom always made sure we had stuff underneath the tree. And I remember one year, because when you have 4 brothers and 4 sisters, you share everything. Mm-hmm. And I remember telling my mom, I was like, can I please, because we had Nintendo, and I said, I don't want clothes, I don't want socks, which obviously, that's the only time you get new clothes when you're family like that is on Christmas and right before school starts. You know what I mean? So that's your present is that you're clothed. You know what I mean? You don't understand that when you're a child. Like it's like, oh, it's nice to be warm and not look like shit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, I just want a gaming system of my own. And I remember one year I opened up a box, and this has always been my favorite Christmas gift in my whole entire life. It was a Sega Genesis, and this was 1990. So it was like, I think the Genesis came out in 89. I can't remember. This Genesis wasn't out long, but I always wanted it because a lot of people were Nintendo people. You know what I mean? And Genesis was like the rebellion thing. You know what I mean?
Boy.
It was the bad boy of gaming. and I was like, it's Sonic was kick your ass, you know what I mean? And I was like, I just wanted I wanted a system for my own, you know what I mean? And I got it. I found out like 3 years later, my mom bought it from a crackhead who stole it from somebody.
No way, really?
We got it from, and I knew something was up because my dad always drank Michelob, and my dad is the only person I think I know that drank Michelob growing up. But the Sega Genesis came in a Michelob box with a Sonic the Hedgehog game inside of it. You know what I mean? So that was like because that was the first gift I got where I was like, I could tell people get the fuck off of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't touch it.
The system was in the
because you had
box.
I think we had 3 TVs in the house, but it was like the one TV my dad got from the VFW, and it was like one of those like it had like the red. Remember they had the 3 lights and it would project it. It was like a projector TV.
Yeah.
And then we had 2 13-inch where it would like play channel 3, 6, 9, 13, and 27. So it's like you could only watch PBS, CBS, Fox. I think Fox was 27 or ABC. That was like you only get 4 channels. You know what I mean? But that those 2 TVs took the gaming system. So at that point, I felt like the king of the castle. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you can't play Sonic. You know what I mean? But it was like that magical moment where I was like, oh, I became a man. I felt like I became a man.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I was 5 years old and I didn't know what I was talking about. But that was like that was like the present where I was like, oh my gosh, this is for me. It was like the one present for me because we'd always get like a football or we could get like Candyland. You know what I mean? When you get a football, it's because you're playing with your brothers. When you get Candyland, it's because you're playing something. Everything else was somebody else's. To me, that was like the first time where I was like, this is my gift for me. I mean, it's a selfish thing to think as an adult now, but I remember as a child, like
something you didn't have to share at that time.
Something I didn't have to share. And that was a big deal for me when I was younger. You know what I mean? I'm like, dude, you couldn't even share the bathroom. You'd be taking a shit and you'd have to let somebody do their hair next to you. You know what I mean? We had one bathroom. 4 brothers, 4 sisters, you know. It was the girls showered in the morning and the boys showered at night. You know what I mean? That's dude, we have one bathroom now, and I don't know how I had like. There's so much hair. There's so much hair,
bro.
My daughter, I literally, you think something died in there after she takes a shower. Bro. There's so much freaking hair in there. You know what I mean?
Does your daughter and wife or whoever also do the fucking swirly hair on the side of the bathtub, or is that
they pull out clumps and they stick it on there like a sticker, and I'm like, this is fucking disgusting.
Yeah, bro. It's
fucking
wild.
See, what? Adriana does that.
Yeah, dude. It's like when Lacey was doing
you're freaking shedding.
Yeah, Lacey's the only girl I've ever lived with, and she did that shit. I was like, why the fuck do you do that? Like, what? She's like, oh, I don't want it to go down the drain. I was like, okay, but like, take that shit off when you're done, man. I don't want to get in there and have like fucking 6 cents of swirlies on the shower. And then I thought that was just me, and then I started seeing fucking memes online about their wives and girlfriends doing that too. I was like, fuck, is that like normal? And like everyone I talk to,
you should do that. At least Lacey just has, her natural hair, like blonde hair.
Yeah.
Adriana's hair is red right now, so our shower is pink. Freaking pink from every time she has to put more color in there to keep it bright red.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jesus.
That's funny. Man. Okay, I'll share mine. It's along the same lines of Mark's with the video game system, but I've been a huge gamer my whole life. Like growing up, when I met my best friend for 20 years, 25 years at this place called Wonderland Arcade. I went there every day from when I was like in probably 6th grade until like high school type deal. It was like a nickel. Anyways, it was a nickel place where you can go play games for a nickel. So I've been a huge gamer all my life. That's been sort of my thing. Before collecting, before anything, it was just gaming. And so it started. I've had NES and Super NES and all this stuff. And then when the Super Nintendo came out in 1996. and for those that don't remember, when it came out, it was expensive as dick. And at the time, my dad installed satellite systems, and he was working, but he was never, we were middle class, but I wouldn't call us, upper middle class or anything, to the point where I did not think they could afford this thing for us or whatever. And I distinctly remember seeing that it was one of those things where like you open up all your presents and you don't get it. It was the number one thing on my Christmas list was that. And you open up everything and it's like, oh yeah, I didn't get it. Okay, well whatever, but I'm 1996, so I was, 14 years old. I was like, okay, well, I guess that sucks, but whatever. Hopefully we'll get it one day. And then it's one of those things where your dad goes behind the tree and be like, oh wait, hold on, weird, we forgot this one thing, and he pulls out this huge fucking box, and me and my brother were like, no fucking way, there's no fucking way. And I distinctly remember like opening up the wrapping paper and seeing the beautiful dark gray Nintendo 64 with gray controller, red, blue, and green, and yellow buttons, and with the like that was like open that up. I just remember like screaming, and me and my brother like ripping it open, going to plug it in as fast as we could. And yes, the N64 was some of my happiest gaming memories. So that was by far my sort of favorite memory with that, just because I didn't think we were going to get it, and like that thing brought me so much joy for so many years with my brother and my friends and all that stuff, and it's still probably like it's I would say peak that generation of gaming. Obviously the N64 was, because Killer Instinct came out on it, Wave Race, the Mario 64, which is started this whole 3D fucking generation of shit. So that was my favorite by far, 100%. I still
can I add on that real quick too?
Yeah.
Because that same year, that 96, my brother got the PlayStation. I got the Nintendo 64. So at that time, we were like white trash rich. You know what I'm saying? But the thing was, with the PlayStation, remember the PlayStation? They always gave out like the disc where you had like it had 3 or 4 games that were like you could play like the first 2 levels.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they were like nothing. You could buy them for like $5 at the. It wasn't called GameStop at the time. What was it called? EB Games, and what was the other one? Something World or something? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
But anyway,
there
my mom.
was EB. There was, what was that other one called? Because I think GameStop took them over. Babbage's.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what it was. Yeah. Babbage's, bro.
I never heard of that.
Yeah, we had so many crazy names, man. Over
here. So I got my N64, and I'm like, oh, I don't have a game. I can't play it. Well, then my mom turned around and went and got Mario 64 and Top Gear Rally. Yeah. So those were my 2 favorite games for the Nintendo 64. Top Gear Rally is such an underrated game.
Yeah.
And obviously Mario 64, as much as I love all the other games, that's still the best Mario game.
Yeah,
I mean, to date.
Bro, so you had a Sega Genesis. Who had the Sega Genesis?
I had a Sega Genesis.
Okay, so do you remember the game? There was a game that literally, I think it was
Sean backstage.
Sean back. Oh. I had one of my favorite games of all time, bro, was Eternal Champions. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of this game, but it was Eternal Champions. It was like everybody in this game had died, and they had gone to a different world where they had to fight for their immortality, to fight to live. And it was this one character. If you look it up, like you just look up Eternal Champions. And bro, it was this one character. He was a gangster, like, and like he had these pointy toe shoes, and he had to fight. But his taunt was he would point at you, like right after he whips your ass, or in between whipping your ass. If you had the character, you can do it. But also, if you was fighting him, he would do it to you all the time. He'd kick your ass, and once you're at a distance, he'll point at you and go punk. It just kept doing it the entire time.
Dude, yeah. Actually, I know. I remember that game. Yeah, that was kind of like it was like that came out like right after the Mortal Kombat game.
Right after Mortal Kombat, like when you had your Mortal Kombat, you had like it was.
But it was like instead of fatality, it was like shit talking.
Yeah, that's all they did, bro. Like it was crazy. I used to love that.
This was a cabinet game. Mm-hmm. I remember too at the bowling alley.
Yeah,
where I grew up at.
Yeah, it was, bro. It was an incredible game. But yeah,
I'll have to look for an emulator later.
Oh yeah, I had a Dreamcast too, King Dingaling. I definitely, because when I got the Dreamcast, that was the very first time I played NBA 2K, because I got that because, again, bro, I'm a Sixer fan. I was an Iverson fan, so definitely when I got that game, I played with the Sixers. You can create your own player. It was an incredible, and then on top of that, what was dope that if you played with the Dreamcast, if you played say for instance, if you played like what was it,
Crazy Taxi or something,
well, not even what was it called, Madden. If you played Madden, or if you played any of those games on your controller, it had a screen, so you were the only person that can see your plays.
Yeah, so you can actually play 2-player with somebody else.
Yeah, and somebody else. Exactly.
Online. Yeah. I remember that because before, you had to put a sheet over yourself, like you're getting ready to
But it was like the Dreamcast was shortly lived. It had its bout for like about a year and a half, or whatever, a couple years, and then it just
because the 2K games were the best. When 2K games was a thing, they were the best games.
Yeah,
they were way better than that.
Hell yeah, 2K. Oh my god,
the one with Randy Moss. I can't remember if it was 2K1 or 2K. But I remember playing that game, and I was like, "Man, this is the future." And then it was like 6 months later, it's like
because bro, when they released the Dreamcast, it was a whole advertisement for the games and everything that was going to drop, and it was definitely an incredible system, but it didn't last long at all. No, PlayStation came around, was like, y'all motherfuckers need to stop playing with us. Like, literally, y'all need to
came around and fucking swung.
And I don't know if it's, and it plus it was like the PlayStation. It was like a DVD player too. Mm-hmm. That was huge because I remember that was when you started getting DVDs as a Christmas gift, also.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys remember, you know what I mean. It was like a big thing. It's like it's like, oh, I got Rush Hour 2 or something. You know what I mean, or whatever it was at the time.
I don't know. Calvin had every game system known to man. You know what I mean?
One for each of his bathrooms.
Yeah,
what's up, Calvin?
He had a Calvin per bathroom. He had a video game per bathroom.
Dude, I remember we had every game, but it was like we'd get it at yard sale. My mom would buy it at a yard sale like 5 years later. I remember I would play freaking Mario Kart. Mario Tennis on the Virtual Boy. Remember the Virtual Boy?
Oh yeah. And
you're sitting there looking like through a screen, and it's like
I rented the Virtual Boy at Blockbuster Video when you could rent game systems.
Dude, that thing did give me a headache back in the day, I will say.
Mario, how many times when that game dropped, like when Mario Kart or Super Mario Brothers, whatever, how many times would somebody always make references, like they would look at you anytime they saw that game, or be like, oh, or laugh to try to make a joke, not a joke, but associate you with that game? How many times did that happen, bro? I think you're on mute.
If I had a penny for every time I freaking heard that, bro.
It's a Mario.
Yeah, you see, there's another one.
Yeah, bro, like it's always like somebody associates you with that.
That Mario 64, like the when you first turn it on and you're pulling on his nose.
Yeah, it's like
I just found out. What was it like? I think it was 6-7 months ago. Me and Toya, we were on our way to see the it was around my birthday, as a matter of fact. A week before my birthday, we had gone out to see the it was the live action orchestra that was playing. They actually played the music for, which movie was it? It was Into the Spider-Verse. So there was an orchestra there that did the theme, and we watched the movie while they played. It was decent. On our way there, we were listening to the radio. And the guy who broke it down, it was like, yo, all these years, people didn't understand and didn't know that. Oh, no, I was watching Instagram, and I showed Toya. All these years that people thought that Mario was saying, it's me, Mario. He wasn't. He was saying, it's me. And it's me means super. And I didn't know.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought it's a me. Like,
yeah, and I thought that's what he was saying, but he wasn't. He was saying "Issami," which it means Super Mario. Like it's super, and he was saying "Issami Mario." It's Super Mario, and I never knew that shit, bro. That fucked me up. Never knew that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember reading that
snap.
too.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of like concert events and games, you guys play Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
Anybody Zelda fans in here?
Yeah.
Nah. So there was Skyward Sword that came out, and I think at the time they were doing like a like a symphony. They were doing like an orchestral symphony for all of the Zelda songs, right? And that Skyward Sword actually came with the CD of like all of the orchestral music. Oh, there's a medley that they did with all the damn like all of the highlights of some of the good songs from all the Zelda games, man. It was so freaking good. It was so epic, man. Just to hear it, to hear like an orchestra, like a symphony, just play that kind of music,
bro. Zelda
it just brings an entirely different depth, to the damn game. It's crazy
because Zelda had some of the dopest soundtracks, bro. Like it had like the dopest soundtracks and sounds. So when you're listening to it and when you're playing a game, it's like it has the most memorable sound. Some motherfuckers even have that shit as a ringtone, bro. So when you hear it live, it's like,
yeah, man. Oh yeah,
I got that shit.
Dude, my alarm clock for the longest time, it was the Fountain Fairy. So when I wake up, it goes. So, oh yeah.
Speaking of video games, mine for the longest time was the Final Fantasy 7 when you would win. Yeah, Final Fantasy was
get it, use.
Was dope. Get it what?
I said, get it, bro. Get it.
Hey, Calvin, what's up, dog?
Yes, I can hear you now. Sorry, I'm driving, so.
No worries, man. Safety first.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? What are you making today? What you building? Show everyone that you're building and driving at the same time.
He's trying to rebuild his front end of his car. That's what he's rebuilding.
Oh, look at that. He honked his horn for us.
Hey, Cal,
I ain't rebuilding shit. That's insurance and business shit. I got one checker. I got and I got a law firm I hired on the ass too, so I'm covered.
Yeah. That's crazy, dude. I mean, that you had
you paid it
on video.
You paid it later. What? Oh, that shit actually helps. I sent that to the law firm. They're like, damn. I was like, yes.
There it is. Yeah. Shit. Who would have known freaking streaming on YouTube would pay off like that?
Who knew?
Did they?
I'm hoping it actually does pay out too. Shit.
Wait, I'm sorry. What happened? Were you streaming and someone hit you or something like that?
Bro, you don't know?
Yeah.
No, dude, I missed this, bro.
Yeah, dude, he was streaming on my channel that night. He was pulled over having something to eat.
Parked in Phoenix for the night, and clearly inexperienced driver. He tried to squeeze between myself and another truck. He cleared his truck, but the trailer came right across my driver's side headlight in the whole front of my front end. So it took my whole front end out. And I was on air, and the camera. It looks like I got hit by an earthquake.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because you were real calm at first, and then I just seen everything shake. I was like, oh fuck, that shit was insane, bro.
Damn.
At least you're all right. Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, my neck and shoulders have been real tight and tense in the past weeks. So getting treatment from a chiropractor and like I said, got the law firm to back me up on it. So and they've already assumed liability for it, even though they had to go through hoops trying to get that done. But it's what it is. It'll get done. I just I'm not putting in the shop till the first of the year because I'm like, you guys aren't holding my shit till while everybody's on vacation for the holidays.
Yeah.
I'm working till then.
So are you're using your truck or using a different truck?
I'm using my truck, and then once I put it in the shop, my boy has a second truck. I'll use his.
Oh, okay.
Where you headed to down?
I'm headed to Cedar City, Utah, where it's 30 degrees. I'm not happy about it, but hey, we're duty calls. So.
How far?
Yeah.
It's about the distance of.
He broke up.
The distance isn't bad. It's just I don't like going to areas I don't know.
Yeah.
Did I break up?
You broke up a little bit.
Yeah. It's a distance between something and you're gonna stop.
No, I said I don't like going to areas where I don't know like the back of my hand. Like if I go to Frisco, I know where I'm at. I know exactly where I can park. I know how to get around. I've got Danny. I've got people up there I can call on if I need something. You go to Utah, where the fuck am I gonna be at? I don't know. So
there might be somebody out there.
You get in rural areas that so just know I'm pistol ready. Let's just say that.
Jeez.
I'm locked and loaded in the event of needed.
I don't think the Mormons out there are going to be that much
Mm.
scary for
Hey,
you, dog.
hey, it's not the Mormons you're worried about. It's the other ones. So like I said, you
Dude,
just never know where you may end up. So
Calvin that night was like,
but damn sure I ain't selling for that bullshit. Y'all need to come with it.
Yo, that's crazy.
That's
That's
fine.
crazy.
That was a good one.
That was fucking crazy, bro.
That
So
was right
Cal,
on time.
You came in. You were probably in where we're talking about. What is one of your most favorite
No, I've
memories
been
of like
listening this whole time. Like I said, I was just trying to get ready. Two things. One, don't appreciate the Niner slander. Don't get mad because we number one.
Bing,
Y'all
gang,
can, y'all
Niners
can, y'all can suck it.
gang.
Number two, Mario, stay off my package. Get
what?
over it. Eddie,
Stay
I
off
appreciate you
your
having my
package,
back.
bro. What you talking
This
about?
fucking
Y'all
guy.
always making references.
Hey man,
We should be
hey,
happy.
Mark
Calvin's not
was the
here.
one
I
that
was
brought
like,
it
the
up.
fuck, I'm sitting right here. I hear you. Anyway,
Good guy, dude.
favorite Christmas was when I was a kid and my grandparents were still alive, and everybody go to grandma's house, and just that was the time of the year where you made sure it was like you always saw everybody. My mom had 8 siblings, including herself, so I had a gang of cousins, gang of aunts and uncles. Every year we have a running joke about a story. There was one. I was a kid at the time, so a lot of it at the time went over my head. Two of my older cousins, they were like 19 and 21 at the time. They're sisters, but I think they both were pregnant, like either at the same time or right around the same time, but something like that. So, an aunt of mine who is known to always put her foot in her mouth, like she's the one that knows everything but don't know shit, like, and always thinks she can tell everybody everything. So she was trying to preach to them about, premarital sex and AIDS and this, that, the other. And they and like I said, being that I'm
What
40
the
now
hell?
and I've had plenty of run-ins with her in my lifetime, I understand the frustration that would make them pop off and like blow up on her. So that's exactly what happened. They blew up on her. And so it turned into this whole fiasco in the middle of Christmas. And my great grandmother, bless her soul, she's trying to break the fight up, and she's just sitting there like, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah,
And that's the
bro.
running joke every year. We be like, yeah, remember when Grandma would start singing? So that shit was
Bro, you know
hilarious.
what's crazy? Calvin, I don't know if you experienced this or not, but honestly, bro, it's crazy in the black family, man, in the back. It's every holiday there seems to always be an argument at least once. For
Mhm.
it can be about the smallest.
Especially when you get older and you're
Yep,
privy to what's going on in certain
yep,
corners. Like as a
yep.
kid, you're just running around with your cousins. You don't give a damn. But when you get
Yeah,
old enough that you can feel the tension in certain spaces, yeah, definitely.
always. It is always an argument for reasons that I don't understand, man. And it's like it's always if like when everybody's happy and they're laughing, everything is cool. But when somebody says something stupid, it sparks an argument, and it just like everybody runs through history of what that person did. I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's time to go. Time to go. Let me get my plate, and I'm leaving. That's just the way it be, bro. Like this how it be. It's crazy.
But the thing too is, whenever you think about like grandma when you're younger, and she's always like, she always seemed crazy. She was always right about maybe 99% of the things, and when the stuff she was wrong about, she just cared too much. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I
Grandma was always on point.
my grandma, she was the one person that beat me in my life. You know what I mean? My dad scared the shit out of me, so he didn't have to hit me. It was just like the threat of the violence. My grandma, man, she put me in line, and and it's weird because it's like I don't know how to tell people that that's missing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I don't want to be like, oh, you just need to beat the shit out of your kids because
Hey, I
you know
turned out all right.
that's what I mean. Like even people like a lot of people that went to like Catholic school and they're like, oh, the nuns beat me, and it's like,
I
oh,
did
but
that.
you're an engineer, you make 200 some $1,000 a year, your kids are
Right.
doing great, your family's doing great. You know what I mean? It's like as hard as it is, it's like that's that kind of like toughness, you know what I mean? That kind of like callous, that callous upbringing is missing in society today. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Everybody, it's like, oh, you're not respecting me. It's like respect is not given, respect is earned.
It's
And I
definitely earned,
understand
bro.
you have to put that line between the hate and the respect and just the outlook in general. It's like every time I meet somebody, I don't care who they are. You know what I mean? I love you from the second I meet you. But if you roll your eyes at me, I'm like, okay.
You know what time it is at that point.
Person. Yeah, fuck this person. And I won't give them the time of day. If somebody makes eye contact with me, I'm like, dude, I'm like a puppy at that point. I love you just as much as I love anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that again, that goes back to that whole COVID thing. It's like people don't even make eye contact with people anymore.
No.
You hold the door for somebody, people put their head down. Everybody, you need to make eye contact. You need to make relationships. Whether it's a relationship that lasts 5 minutes, you're in line at the grocery store. It lasts 3 minutes. Of course, you don't bother somebody like, hey, what do? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You read the room. You know what I mean? You kind of like, it's like, these little micro relationships that just build society, and it's
like more social anxiety than it is, than it used to be, bro. Like not everybody's as social, so it's crazy. It's definitely
because I remember when I met my wife's mom. You know what I mean? She's the kind of person when she saw people like randomly talking to people in line at grocery stores, she's like, that guy's weird. I'm like, well, I'm that fucking guy. I am the weird fucking guy. And it's like plenty of people, I could tell when people are like, okay, this guy's not for me. And then I'll kind of like back off. You know what I mean? I understand. I'm not for everybody. You know,
you pick your spots. That's what it's all about. You know how to pick your spots. There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, obviously when I start drinking, I don't shut the hell up, but when I'm at the,
time out. Are you the Mark that was missing at OxCon this year?
Yeah, man.
Okay, I heard stories. Damn, I'm mad I didn't get a chance to meet you, bro.
Oh,
they're like, yo, if Mark was here, that all weekend it was. If Mark was here, I was like, okay, shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Calvin here saw some of the After Dark episodes when Mark was on there, and he was just completely
I just recently started watching After Darks. So.
Yeah, that was. There was a couple stories there, man. that I can't believe he did live, man. It was the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Stories just told, some that he did, and yeah.
And that's why they're only for Patreon people. Join Patreon for Collecting Weekly if you would like to see those.
Hey.
Man. Cal, what are you doing for Christmas? Are you sticking in town, or your family out of town? I don't know.
No, my family's in town, so it sounds like we're splitting this year. Looks like I believe, like you said, I'll do like half at my family's house, then the other half at her family's house.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably do that. Oddly enough, the reason I'm late because I had planned to be ready to go when you guys started today. My father-in-law decided to stop by today, and in normal circles, that probably wouldn't be a big thing. I've lived with my wife on and off since 2009. Now, Mario knows the story, but since 2009, we've lived together. That man has never visited us.
Oh,
ever.
Wow.
Now, granted, at one point when her mother was alive, his ex-wife, he wouldn't come because she used to live with us. But she's been past maybe 7-8 years now. And I don't know what it is today, but it was like, hey, I want to come by. Okay.
Is he local? Or is he...
He is. He's about 15-20 minutes from the house.
Oh wow. Okay.
But it's not like invites haven't been given before.
Yeah.
I try, but anybody, well, I think everybody on this panel outside of Mark knows me. You can't cross me. I'm the one that holds grudges, right? Don't cross me and we'll be fine. Don't do me dirty. And so when my mother-in-law passed, I went by his house because my wife was going through it that weekend. And so I just went by and I was like, hey, look, I don't know if you heard, Michelle passed. If you could do anything, just reach out to your daughter, help me out. Mm-hmm. Man turned his back on me and went back in his house.
Wow.
And this is after having a conversation of, hey, Cal, look, you ever need anything? I got you. All you gotta do is ask. And mind you, trust me, there's several other stories on top of that. But like, you cannot tell me as a man, you give me your word, that if I ever need you, you got me. And I asked you to help your own child out, and you turn your
Yeah,
back on
yeah,
me. I
yeah.
was like, I will never ask you for shit again in life. I've never been back to his house since. And
And you know
so,
what? Real quick, you just said it right there. As a man, that's not something a man does. That's
nah, bro.
that's tough, dude. How do
Nah,
you?
That's
bro.
Yeah,
insane. That's insane.
Like we got married, he didn't walk her. He didn't show up. Actually, her majority of her family didn't show up on that side of the family. He didn't walk her down the aisle. None of that. One of her cousins did it. So yeah, so I've had a lot of animosity toward this man, and so I think 2 weeks
wild.
ago I reached out. I made a few phone calls like, yo, because I'm like, and I keep trying to get my wife to understand this. And she knows I'm very in my ways. But if I'm trying to ease up, but there's things that need to be like, I can't just go and be like, oh, let's just go by Pop's house and go kick it and hang out.
Yeah.
No, we need to have a discussion. I need him to understand where I'm coming from, why I feel the way I feel, and I'm fine if we can squash everything moving forward. And especially being that it's the holidays and her sister passed about 2 years ago now, so she's really trying to, get her relationship with her father back together, and I'm all for it.
Yeah.
But you can't tell me, don't give me your word as a man, and then I didn't ask you for money, I didn't ask you for nothing tangible like that. I asked you to help your own child out, and you turned your back on me. So that's always that just never sat right with me. So today was a direction in a turn in the right direction. But even the whole time I was like, he saw my collection room. He's like, oh my god, you've been at this? I'm like, yeah, well, shit, I got married 5 years ago. What the fuck you been?
Yeah.
Like, this shit ain't new.
You actually let him in the room, huh?
She did the whole house tour. Like I said, it's the first time he's ever been over at any residence of ours ever. So,
Was she also impressed by the number of bathrooms you have?
Of course he was. Who is?
He must have been exhausted after any of the tour.
He pulled the Lael. Half? What the hell's half?
Straight up, bro. I don't believe in that half shit, bro. I don't. Looking at there ain't no such thing as half, bro.
When you coming out to SoCal, dog? Come on.
What you say?
You're talking about layout? Like, I live in SoCal.
Yeah.
What
I know
you mean?
I'm trying to get layout here, bro. Come on. Come out to Disney. Come out to fucking whatever, dude. Let's hang out.
Trying. Like, the biggest thing right now is Toya's going through like a transition right now with her job and stuff, and it's everything is tough. It's been like a crazy month. And like I said, so I was telling you about the holiday, bro. Like Thanksgiving, it was the worst experience I've ever had in my life, bro. Like, with my family.
Oh man, I'm
you
sorry.
know what I mean?
Sorry to hear that.
Like, literally, it was like everything. My mom, bro. Like, since my father passed away, my mom has been, she's the backbone. She's 80 years old now, man. You know what I mean? My mother, she's 80 now, and always will bend over backwards for the entire family. And we just found out, like, right after my grandmother passed away a few years ago, we just found out, like, maybe 4 or 5 months ago, that my uncle has stage 4 cancer, throat cancer. You know what I mean? And so she's dealing with that. There's family members that don't talk to him. So he's reaching out. Like, my only person that's dealing with him right now is my mom. You know what I mean? So she's been trying her best to help out to make sure that he's maintaining, in that aspect. And my sister has, now, mind you, he's a recovering addict. He's pretty much been on drugs like majority of my life. You know what I mean? So he's recovering from that. But I guess there was some certain situations that happened between him and my sister. She's resentful. So she's saying that my mother should stick her neck out for him with everything he's done. And anyway, it was this huge argument while I'm there with Toya and her children. And I'm like, yo, it was the most embarrassing, number one, but hurtful to see my mother go through it. So, of course, I go in defense mode when it comes to my mother. And I said a couple choice words to my sister. Yeah, man, that's just the way it is. My mom's, man, I don't play that. Playing this up on everybody who knows me. And the family knows you can say whatever the fuck you want to say about me, but don't ever cross my mother's path, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not in front of me. And I don't care if you're my sister. That's just how it works. And, so that happened, and so I told my mother, I said, look, for the holidays, for Christmas, if you want to come over here and spend time here, you come over here. You know what I mean? You spend time with us, we'll have a good time. You'll have a good time. I'm not, if we're going over there, my sister's gonna be there. I'm never. That was an embarrassment, bro. It was just that's the thing, man. Like family, Mario. When you was talking about that shit, that rings true, bro. Like families, the way it was when I was coming up, tight knit. Everybody got along. We used to laugh and joke. Hell, we used to sit at the dining room table and play Monopoly. That's how tight the family was. It'd be like 8 of us at the table, even more, playing Monopoly, having a good time. And now it's
And
just like
even hold on, real quick.
Man.
You would finish Monopoly. You wouldn't flip the table over, mad
Nah,
and cussing each other. You actually finished the
you
game.
finished it, bro. Like everybody basically
I
finished.
don't think
it,
I've
had a
ever
good
finished
time.
Monopoly.
We did, bro. We played. We had such a good time, and we enjoyed it. And then after that, it's just like everything's changed. It's just not the same anymore, bro. So I get it. I dig it. It's just the way shit is.
And it's so heartbreaking.
It is. It is.
We with my family, all my brothers and sisters, we still get together. We're very tight knit. But it was devastating because my mom died a week before my wedding.
Oh yeah.
And it's like I remember when I was younger, I was like, I know this is a weird thing to think and it's a horrible thing to say, but I was like, God, please don't take my mom first. You know what I mean? And I had nothing. I love my father so much, but it's like I have an older sister that kind of like took over that spot. But I am so glad that my my immediate family, like my brothers and sisters and my kids, we still all get together. We still have that. We have that what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But a lot of my aunts and uncles, I would like, let's say if I got $1 million, I would give you guys every bit of that money before I'd give them a cent. You know what I mean? It's like it's like you don't choose your family, they tell you, but you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You choose, like, obviously you have your family growing up, and obviously your mother's always going to be the matriarchy is always the most important thing in the world.
Yeah. Your mother's gonna always be.
That's why the queen is, when you're playing chess, that's why the queen's the most important. My mother was my whole life. You know what I mean? I have my mother on earth and I have my father in heaven. And that was like the two most important things to me. Those are my two most important relationships in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
And I always tell my wife that. I'm on earth you're the best mother. She's great, but it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah, it is.
Like when you move that next generation, when you become your own family, you don't want to lose that family that you had growing up. But there's nothing you can do about it.
No.
But I'm so glad I still have that with my brothers and sisters. But my aunts and uncles that I had aunts and uncles that never gave me a gift in my whole entire life. You know what I mean? They'd show up for weddings and funerals and be like, "Oh, I'd love to see you," and then they had nothing to do with you. So, as far as I'm concerned, the family online, you guys are more family to me than they are. So
that's how it be sometimes, bro.
And that's what it is, and it's sad because that's humanity. You know what I mean? You long for that relationship, that community. So I chose my community. My community is you guys. So thank you for being part of my family. That's
Definitely,
what I'm trying
bro.
to say.
Appreciate that, man.
Thank you.
Sorry for talking too much.
Part of
I got that, bro.
No, man. No.
That's the truth. That's facts, bro.
You've always been loving, Mark. So.
This time of the year, man, it's like you just think about what you think about and what you're grateful for and what you appreciate. I'm just like, man, I'm so thankful because so many people now, they have so much attitude, they don't have gratitude. Dude, I'm thankful for every day, man. I look at my kids' eyes. My kids, they look like anime figures to me. Their eyes are so big. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. It's like, you guys need to have kids, man. Anybody that doesn't have kids, you need to have kids, man. It's dude, as much as I went through the last 3 years, I was like, I'm so glad I don't have fucking fences on my stairs. I don't have a bunch of shit that I'm kicking around when I'm walking around the house. I'm like, I kind of want another kid. You know what I mean? I hate to say it.
Oh yeah, dude. I got them boys snipped after my second one. I love my kids, but I ain't want no more, dog.
Dude,
yeah.
I'm already feeling like a little bit of regrets. Well, it's too late now. I have a teenager now, and then my other daughter is about to be 10. I'm like, no.
Wow.
I just need to make sure that they're taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you know what I mean. As long as they're taken care of, that's the most important thing. But
Who knows?
Kids-
Mario might have a couple down to TJ.
kids
that he
change
doesn't
your
know
life.
about.
okay,
What?
let's hold on. Next question. Next question. Top 3 Christmas movies of all time. I want to
Okay.
hear it.
Listen, I thought we weren't going to fight on this
Now,
episode. but I
before
guess
you
we're gonna
answer
fight.
that,
I know one of them ain't Die Hard.
what do you consider a Christmas movie?
You
Like,
can say
what's
Die
the
Hard.
parameters?
If there's
'Cause-
Christmas trees in the
'cause,
background
you know, I
and it
gotta hear
happens
this shit
during
with
Christmas
him.
time,
My point exactly.
it's a
My
Christmas
man.
movie.
I'm
Thank
out.
you.
I'm out. We'll see you guys.
Mario don't watch movies anyway, so
Disrespect.
I'm like, why is he arguing the point?
Die
Oh, what
Hard.
the fuck?
Listen, Die
Yo.
Hard. They're having a Christmas party at the hotel.
Thought you were
That
out.
is a Christmas movie.
Not anymore.
Exactly.
Once I was done, he pulled me back
The
in.
whole
No,
reason he
after
went
that
to go
comment.
visit his wife was the Christmas party.
Yeah, exactly. And he wanted to see his wife on the holidays. Now, if you want to say something like Lethal Weapon, that movie takes place during Christmas time. Remember, they crash into his house and the Christmas tree's there.
Mhm.
That I would say is not a Christmas movie, but Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Why?
Literally, one of the quotes is
What
"Ho
about
ho
Gremlins?
ho, motherfucker!" Like,
Okay, I look.
It's a
Eddie's
Christmas
about to
movie.
fight someone.
No, I agree with both sides. After I watched it again because it was supposed to be movie of the week, but this fucking guy had to choose something else. And switched it up. So I watched it because it's movie of the week, and I like Die Hard. I just never referred to it as a Christmas movie. But here's the thing: after rewatching it, there's a lot of Christmas. So yeah, I could see it being a Christmas movie, but I don't like the precedent that it sets.
but that's the
'Cause
same
once
thing as saying
once you're okay with this being a Christmas movie, then all of a sudden the whole floodgates open, and now this is
I'm
a
with
Christmas
Eddie.
movie. Now this
I'm
is
with
a
Eddie.
Christmas movie.
Yep.
So I understand Die Hard, but let's not go over.
So would
So-
you say
oh.
It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's a
The
classic.
only time it's Christmas.
I can hear Mark's point on this one. Oh, bro, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In the middle of summertime. I'm sorry. I'm trying to calm down.
Now I want to hear. Leo's the resident Christmas guy here, man. So I really want to hear his take on all this. As soon as he focuses his camera.
Well, is my camera not? Hold on, because
You've been blurred for the longest, man.
really. Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
there you go.
There we go.
Thought
So
that was
what?
an
What?
extent.
So
I thought that
what
was
you
on
said? Who? So you're saying Die Hard is?
What
Is
is
there
your
an
take
argument
about
against
Die
it?
Hard being a Christmas movie?
Here's the thing, bro. It has a Christmas setting, but the reason why I say that Die Hard, I don't consider it really related to a Christmas movie is because of the violence, bro. That's why I can't really. That's my point. I can't
understand
connect it because of the actual violence of the film. And the thing is, it was like that portion of it took precedence. There were Christmas attributes, but I don't like. I would more so associate movies like, of course, Harry Potter. That's to me is a Christmas film. Like those are Christmas
Is it?
films to me.
Yeah,
bro.
Now, see,
I mean,
I
because-
just recently asked a Harry Potter fan that, and I was told that's incorrect. But 'cause I
Nope,
haven't watched the
It's
movie.
not, because if you watch the very first film, bro, there are definitely Christmas attributes to that film. There's a couple of films that
I've
when
been
you
meaning to
watch
rewatch.
it, they always
Don't jump
make
down my
references
throat.
to
I'm
it.
just asking. I went to the rides.
Hell,
I got both Florida and LA under my belt with the rides, and I was like, you know what? Those are dope. I need to watch the movie.
Yeah,
So
it's
I've been meaning to
definitely
do
a
it.
Christmas movie.
But I did ask a fan that I know, and I was like, "Yo, I was told that this is a Christmas movie. It's the time. Maybe I'll sit down and watch them." No, if they read the books, I was like, "Oh well, goddamn, okay, back
See,
up."
You get the enthusiast that goes they go way too deep with it, and I love it. But I'm just saying, bro, I think it gives you that Christmassy feel. Because honestly, bro, and I'm gonna say this off the bat too. Star Wars to me is a Christmas film, me personally. And the reason why I say that is because every year it comes on around that time. They have a marathon. It's Christmas feel for me. So, of course, I'm going to associate. So there's certain films that are remotely connected to Christmas and the holidays.
Would you consider
like that.
Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
There's Christmas references in the film. You know
I was
what I
gonna
mean?
say the goons literally carrying Christmas presents while they're getting the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah, there's
what
Christmas
about
references.
Calvin? What do you think
to it.
about that being Batman Returns being a Christmas movie?
I think it is.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like there's movies that you can watch around Christmas time, and then there's movies that are Christmas movies. You know what I mean?
It's not like I'm putting it on for Christmas. Like, oh, let's pop this on right now. That's not the case.
Yeah,
all
Batman
those
Saves
movies.
Christmas.
I'll watch all those movies before I watch Jingle All the Way again.
Oh, what the hell? Really?
Yo, that's a hood classic. That shit.
What's wrong with
As
Jingle
a
All the
kid,
Way?
that was a good one.
It's trash, dude.
Sinbad did his thing.
Sinbad is the only good part of that movie. If Sinbad wasn't in that movie,
That's why I'm watching
my
it.
least favorite Arnold movie ever.
I'll say I agree with Eddie that movie, compared to some of the other ones that I liked when I was a kid, does not hold up as
No,
as
it
did
doesn't.
when I was a kid.
I actually agree with that. I'm a big Christmas guy. I watch Ernest Saves Christmas like maybe 5 times a year. I haven't watched Jingle All the Way in like 10 years. Like,
Wow,
does
that's
not
too
hold
bad.
up. And I no disrespect to Sinbad.
All right, then. So yeah, we're about an hour and 45 in. So why don't we talk about everybody's top 3 Christmas movies? You want to do top 3 or top 5?
Top 3.
Top 3. And
We can do 5 if you want.
No, we'll do 3. It's
We'll do
fine.
3.
5's hard. And then we can kind of shoot the shit for a little bit and then call it a day. So, who wants to go? I'll go first, just because I'm talking.
Thank you.
It's your show, babe.
This is a hard one because it changes. It's kind of whatever's on, but I think the one that I can watch now, at least nowadays, what I classify as my favorite Christmas movies are the ones that I can watch with my kids, and we get a kick out of together. We laugh. We and so I think right now my favorite Christmas movies are Elf. I think when that came on, I know it's a newer one, but it's just such a classic that it's just so heartwarming, and Will Ferrell's funny as hell in it and stuff like that, and I love it. So I watched that one a ton. Home Alone, first one, classic. Me and my son watched the shit out of that one and love it as well. And then the third one, so if it was just me thinking for mine, it would be Christmas Vacation. Or Christmas Story, something like that. But again, with where I'm at in my life right now, I'll go for Nightmare Before Christmas. Because the Christmas section of that, and like all the songs from it. What's this? There's like that whole thing. Danny Elfman soundtrack. I've watched that like 2 or 3 times so far this month. So. I think that's where I'm at. But yeah, definitely honorable mentions are Christmas Story and obviously Christmas Vacation. That's such a classic. I want to try and watch that with my son this year. He's 7. He can get. I can get past some of the humor with him with that. So I think I'm gonna try and watch that with him this year and go from there. But there's just so many good Christmas movies. Scrooged is another one that I loved back in the day.
A very underrated movie.
Yeah.
The scene where it's like
God.
the ghost of Christmas future, and they're in the elevator, and he's like, "Hey, bud."
I prefer.
I haven't seen that in so long.
I'm not gonna lie. I prefer Donald Scrooge over.
Me too.
Like I like that one more than I like the
Mickey
actual.
Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Mickey Christmas
Carol.
That's like
Love
22
that.
minutes though. That's so quick.
Yeah.
So much.
But that's a beautiful version of of Scrooge. I agree.
All right. What about you, Eddie?
This is hard.
I know.
Because I love all of the. What are they? What do you call them? All the Red Rudolph and Year Without a Santa Claus.
Classic,
All those
Like the animated TV.
Yeah,
the
with
stop motion.
Stop motion. There you go.
Yes.
I love all those, but if I have to pick just 3 live action Christmas movies, it's the Santa Claus, Jim Carrey's Grinch. And
That's a good one.
Christmas Story.
Yeah.
I love all 3 of those, and those are 3 Christmas Story is nostalgic.
Yeah.
The Grinch, Jim Carrey is just
I was just watching that earlier.
super super Christmassy, and then I love Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. He's my Santa Claus.
Yeah.
So
That was when that movie came out. That was a good movie for sure. My kids get a kick out of it too. We've we tried watching that Santa Claus show. I do not recommend it. But
I think it holds up.
The first
Really?
season
Okay.
wasn't terrible, but
It
it
wasn't.
kind of ran out
I need to
of
follow
ran
up
out
on
of
the staff
story.
well, but A Christmas Story was one that me and my mom and my grandma and all that stuff would watch at our house and stuff like that on Christmas. That was always So definitely nostalgic and stuff like that. And
What's funny, it would run all day on Thanksgivings on TBS or TNT
Yeah.
every year. So it was a Christmas movie, but it was always that was like how you would jumpstart Christmas.
Which one again?
Christmas Story.
Story.
And now
Thanksgiving too. Wow.
TBS and TNT both play it at 8 p.m. and then until 8 a.m. the next morning. 8 p.m. Christmas Eve until 8 a.m. the next morning. So they play for 24 hours straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just saw him shoot his eye out earlier today. I was just watching that.
Shoot your eye out, kid.
Oh,
I haven't seen that movie in so long, to be honest.
I love that movie, man.
I love
I love that movie too.
Oh, Ovaltine.
Stuff that I didn't see until I was an adult that I would like to put in there, I just can't, is like Vacation or Christmas Vacation.
Oh my
Dude,
God, that is my shit.
I love that movie.
Him in general is like me if I had a family. I think so. Like, it's just the sarcasm and the
Where are you gonna put that tree? Bend over and I'll show you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Oh, Mr. Christmas himself.
I love that movie, man.
What are your top 3?
For me?
Yeah.
Top
Christmas
3.
movies, baby. I know,
Man. So lately, I mean, I can go with all right. So I start with my number 3. And this is something that me and Toya we watch a lot every year, and I've loved this film ever since it dropped, and I just love the sentiment behind it, especially since 9/11, and that's Love Actually. So that's number 3.
Okay.
I just recently watched that. That is great.
It's a beautiful film, bro. Like it's funny.
Just I've heard about it every year, and I was like, it was on Netflix. I was like, let me sit my ass down and watch this. It was great.
It's a great film, bro. Like, because it just deals with the sentiment of like Christmas, like just love in general, dealing with that. But then it's like around the holiday season. And it's a feel good film, so I like that. Number 2 for me, oh man, like damn, like, because it's always gonna be classics. As always, of course we talk about Scrooge, but It's a Wonderful Life. Definitely I love the classic It's a Wonderful Life, man. It's just something about that film that just kind of puts a lot of things into perspective for you as a human being in general. So that's decent. Before I say the last one, I say the honorable mention for me is the very first Harry Potter, because I love the way that film makes you feel during the holiday season. And they're playing it now. It's always just basically the way it is. And also another one is, if you haven't ever seen it on Netflix, it's called Jingle Jangle.
That came out last year, right?
Bro, Jingle Jangle is such an amazing film, bro. I love that film, bro. We watch it every year. Toya put me on to it, and we just started watching it ever since it came out, and it's definitely an enjoyable film. Recently saw that one with Eddie Murphy. It doesn't hold a candle to Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle.
It's not terrible. But it's not unwatchable.
It's not that great. It's definitely not.
It was
good.
It was disappointing for.
Did you see one also on Netflix called Christmas Chronicles with what's his name? Snake Eyes.
Kurt Russell.
And his wife.
Russell. Yeah,
and the both of them are actually pretty good.
Yeah, they're both pretty good. Like my kids love that movie, and like my wife gets a kick out of it, stuff like that. So we watched that one a few times.
Yeah,
definitely, it's a newer one, but recommend it. It's good.
Yeah, definitely. And then of course Home Alone, bro. Like this, Home Alone is just that film, bro. Like it's that film during the holiday season.
Yeah, you can't go a year without watching it.
Home Alone.
It's like you can't go without watching it every year, bro. Like, but it has to be the first two. It has to be the first two. After that, nah.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I've ever
liked 3 because 3 I was still young for, I think.
Yeah, I don't. We definitely don't talk about that. And here's the thing, bro. Some people, if you ask my cousin, he'll say, "What was that? Which Friday was it? Which Friday movie was
third
it?
One.
Friday the third one.
Yeah, bro. He'll say, "Yeah, that's my favorite, bro. Over time, I watch it every year." But like, that's what the fuck. He's like, "Nah, man, that's my
I like that one.
Yeah, I do too.
That one.
I'm putting out on classified in my top.
What are you talking about? The Friday After Next? Which one are we talking about?
It is. You got to consider the Christmas movie to be quite honest. Santa Claus.
You know what? That is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, man. Santa Claus is robbing us, man. With the milk and cookies.
Hell yeah,
dude, it's been a minute since I've seen that one.
Hell yeah, bro.
Don't fight it, man. Just let it happen.
I am a boy, Damon.
I'm a boy.
I bought that
Yeah,
VHS at Walmart back when Walmart was a thing.
Yeah,
Talked about that.
bro.
That's a rollback to earlier.
Dude, he comes
Yeah.
in the bathroom with all the freaking phone books duct taped to his freaking
Yeah,
to his
bro.
waist. Like, what the
Yeah,
hell? Are we in
bro.
prison?
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god. He's like, don't fight it, bro. Just let it happen.
Yo, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That shit was fucking funny as hell, bro.
What about you, Cal? What are your top 3?
All right, so I'm not gonna say my top 3 because they've already all been said already. So I'm gonna throw some other ones that are still classics. Scrooged, Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Um,
Bill Murray's a genius, man.
I just lost one. Damn, I just had one and lost it. Miracle on 34th Street.
The newer
Oh
one.
my
or the
God,
first
I
the
love,
one?
original one?
I love the classic, but for whatever reason, the new one. It's probably because of old girls in it. Is it
Oh,
Elizabeth?
yeah, we were just
What's her
talking
name?
about her.
I don't know why I always had a big ass crush on her
Yeah.
because of Big. So it's
Yeah.
probably because of her. But love both versions. And like I said, I had a third one and I just lost it. But Santa Claus, the National Lampoon's, gotta say Home Alone. They're all good ones. This Christmas, with all black cast.
Oh yeah,
that's a great one, too.
That's my shit.
Love that one,
That's
too.
my shit. That's my shit. That's
Love
my
that
shit.
one too.
What's it? What is it? What was it? I'm sorry. I didn't.
This Christmas, it
It's
got
called
Chris
This
Brown in it.
Christmas. Regina King,
Regina King,
Lauren
Okay.
London.
Laura London.
Idris-
Yeah,
I got to
Idris
be
Elba.
honest. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it, but I'm gonna check it out then.
It's a
Especially if it has
beautiful
Idris
movie,
Elba
bro.
in it.
It's a great family movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. It
Delroy
definitely is.
Lindo. It's a great family dynamic. Several different dynamics that go on in a family. It's
Right.
a good one.
Yeah, you'd like it, bro. It's definitely decent.
Yeah, I'll check it out.
Mario, Bobby, what says you?
I like when Pancho Villa saves Christmas. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Nah, man. I really like the original Christmas Carol, the 1934.
Yeah.
The
Original
34.
old
I
black
thought you were
and
gonna say
white
the 51.
Nah, I'm going to the 30s, bro.
Okay.
I saw that one maybe like a few years ago, and I really enjoyed it a lot, man. I thought that was better than most of them.
Well, it's the best version, but go ahead.
You know,
Continue
well,
on.
actually, the best
I'll
version of
complain
that
about-
particular story for me is still I've always been a fan of Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah,
that's
it's great.
that holds
That-
dear to me, man. I
That
love
is
that.
my shit.
Even
Love that.
the
Yeah.
Muppets
Tiny
Christmas
Tim, baby.
Carol is actually a really good version of A Christmas Carol.
The
It's-
Jim
it's
Carrey
better
one was
than
really good too.
The Scott,
Yes, it is.
the 84 version.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, go ahead.
Um,
I'm sorry.
Freaking, I don't care how many times y'all say it, Christmas Vacation, dude. I freaking love that movie, man. That's like one of my top all
Love
time, dude. I've always loved that one.
Merry Christmas, shitters.
And then the next one
Hey,
would be Iron Man 3.
It's a little nipply out.
Yeah. Okay.
Tis the season to be merry. Well, that's my name. Oh shit. Gonna love that movie.
Mhm.
I don't know. Batman Returns, Iron Man 3. What
Oh,
else is
yeah.
there? It's the fuck, I had the third one too. Miracle on 34th Street, man, the original one. That's another one I really loved a lot. Because that one really, the whole, when Eddie was talking earlier about the whole idea of, you know, the disbelief in Santa Claus, that was a really good one to actually, you know, portray somebody there who's really, I guess Santa Claus in the flesh when no one really believes him and shit like that, but he's still doing his thing.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and that's what that's what that was. That was for like kids that like they were told Santa wasn't real, and then they watched that movie and they're like, oh,
But
yeah.
he was there the entire time.
Yeah, and that's where I was at that age.
That
So
for my third, I really like Home Alone 2. Also, I'm with Eddie on that one. I think the second one is better.
You can't go wrong.
Better?
I like it better. I like it better.
I think one's a classic, two upstanding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like
I
it
love
better.
to.
Good sequel.
I love to, but man, just everything about one was so like fresh. Really, I mean,
Oh yeah,
they're both
yeah.
fresh, but like
It was
just-
at the time. It was different, man. I mean, I don't think none of us have seen nothing like that when it first came out. But the second one did really up it, man. And then when Donald Trump came out, that just made it even better, right?
Yeah.
I'll watch both of them. I'll watch both of them back to back, and I'll see. I'll make another assessment. I mean, both are great. I mean, it's kind of like almost splitting hairs. Like
it's like Godfather and Godfather 2, man.
Yeah.
It's really difficult,
Yeah.
You were smooching with my brother.
You was here.
I'm surprised they never made a movie of that fake movie. You know what I mean? Because they had scenes from
It's fake?
both movies. That movie doesn't exist. That's not a real movie.
I didn't know that. I just thought it was something I'd never seen.
I know, dude. I just feel like you just told me that Santa Claus isn't real.
You've been smooching with my brother.
You
I'll give you the count of 10.
Everybody.
I'm
He was
sorry.
like,
I didn't
Bob,
mean to ruin-
no, it wasn't me. It wasn't me.
10.
I didn't mean to ruin Christmas for you guys. I'm so sorry.
Damn it,
It's a
Mark.
real movie. It's a real movie. Don't listen to it.
Too late now, man.
It actually exists.
Hey, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah. We're
we gotta put the. So we trying to sneak and wrap these gifts and shit before while we got a chance, because the whole week we're not going to be able to do it because the kids
Yeah.
they're getting out. Their last day is tomorrow.
Yep.
So yeah, that's their last
You got
day
work to
tomorrow
do.
for a few weeks. So we gotta put this shit together tonight and put it under the tree because we ain't gonna have time during the week. These fuckers.
When we gonna get pictures of the cookies? When we gonna get pictures of the
That's the
cookies?
first time I've heard you use that.
Bro, I'm
Language.
telling you, it is. It's the truth. It's the truth.
When the cookies coming out?
Yeah.
The
Where
what?
the cookies at?
When the
When the
cookies
cookies
at? Where the
coming
cookies
out?
at?
Oh, the
Where
titty
the
cookies, bro.
cookies
They'll
at?
be
Where
here.
the big cookies at? Come on,
Bro,
man.
the titty cookies are next Sunday. So next Sunday
Okay.
you're gonna see them titties, bro. You're gonna see
Okay.
them.
Hell yeah.
And she still
They
don't
had
know.
some cookies yesterday.
She,
Hey, yo.
I really
With them peppermint patties for.
Chocolate, bro.
All right.
Bet you buy the chip.
Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, if you gotta take off, plug your stuff, and then
yeah,
show
man.
us what you did, and then,
What we got? I just released a video tonight. It's the so I've been doing like videos now for like the last couple of days. It's the 12 Grails of Christmas.
Mhm.
So I'm just going through like all of my it's put it this way, it's not the top grails, but it's a few grails that I basically name in my collection. Just going down a list of a few of them. So each day I basically pull up just like a grail piece that I have that I appreciate and just show it off. And that's it. So it's only like a 15, like each episode is only like 15 minutes. Like it's a 15-minute video, like maybe 11 or 12 minutes or something like that. And I just release them daily, so I'm just counting down each day until, Christmas Day. And then you'll find out what the fella. Now, everybody know what that grail is, so I ain't got to say too much. But yeah. I mean, it's like I don't really got to say not much, but it's just fun to do. You know what I mean? Just kind of just putting it out there for the holidays. So that's going on. Comic book talk with friends. Then we got Wednesday is Say What Wednesday. And then, of course, Figure Flex Friday. And it's full rotation, man. That's it. That's Collector's Lounge on Sunday, I believe. And well, I don't know, because next Sunday is Christmas Eve, so I don't think we're going to be at Chris. Yeah, it's not going to be a lounge that day.
Definitely
hell
not
no.
a comic book talk with friends either.
Hell no, not on Christmas Day. Hell no,
I know.
we good. But yeah, that's it, man. That's it.
Show me what you built. Did you finish it?
No, I'm still basically here. You know why, bro? It's the second time I've ran into this fucking problem with Lego. I gotta call them up or send them a message because I'm missing a piece.
Oh no.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm fucking
That's a
missing.
travesty when that happens.
Yeah, I'm missing the people, but they're really good with sending that shit
they'll
out to
send
you
it.
quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll get it in the mail, but I don't like to continue until I get that piece. So I'm missing a piece here. So I gotta, I'm gonna email them and message them and let them know, and then I'll
Damn.
just get that piece in.
Yeah, it
that's it.
happens every once in a while. It's rare, but it happens. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Or sometimes it's just a user error because I'll end up finding that piece in a book somewhere.
You know what happens to me a lot? When I open the bag to dump the stuff out, I'll dump it all out, but that one little chingaderas will be in there. That one little piece that you think you fucking put out, and it's in the bag, and you throw it
It's
away.
in the bag, bro.
And then you
So
get
I'll
addicted
probably
to
end
trash.
up finding it. But yeah, that's it. That's it. But yeah, man.
All right,
thanks for
Leo,
having
thanks
me,
for
brother.
coming, man.
As always, man. Thanks for
thankful
having
for
me here
you
with all
and
my
then coming
brothers. I'm so
by
glad to see everybody here. We had a good chat. It was talk. Shit was funny as fuck. Let's go. But yeah,
Let's go.
man.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
You too, man. Thank you so much, man.
God
Talk to
bless you
guys
so
later.
much and your family.
Yeah, appreciate you. You too,
And
man.
your
Thank you
loved
very
ones.
much, man.
Bless
All
you,
right, talk
brother.
to y'all later.
See you
Peace
later.
out.
All right, man.
All right,
Let's see, bro.
All right, Mark. Last but not least, what is your top 3?
Okay, I've made this list every year for like 1,000 years, and it's funny because I hate it. I hate that I'm going with chalk on this one. But my number three is A Christmas Story because when my family comes over, I always have Christmas in my house. We put it on because it's on all day long, and it's on TBS and TNT, so it's on two different stations at once. So it's like naturally like something that's on the background the whole time. My number two is It's a Wonderful Life. That was a movie that I argued with people, and I like shit on it a little bit. I always loved it, but I shit on it because people would put that as their number one.
Mm-hmm.
But once you have kids, that movie like it makes me cry every time. It's like that dude, he was willing to kill himself because he goes through that scene where he's talking about how his life insurance is more important than like it's worth more than his life. You know what I mean? And he's thinking about his kids and his wife. Once you have kids, that's the first thing you go to your mind. Because like I told my wife, I was like, if God came down and told me like the girls will be fine and you'll be fine, but you're gone, I will gladly lay down my life. You know what I mean? And it's like that's something that happens when you have kids, and so that put that movie at number two. And at number one, I am surprised that nobody had this on their list. The 1951 Alistair Sims Christmas Carol is the greatest Christmas movie of all time.
Someone said Christmas
A
Carol.
Christmas Carol is the greatest Christmas story of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It was written 150 years ago. This movie came on. Listen, we grew up. I know Mario grew up with this. It's like you had PBS, ABC, NBC, and it's like they would after midnight they would play like.
I didn't grow up with that.
They would play like Christmas. they would play like random like musical instruments. They didn't even have like TV. They didn't have like infomercials at the time. I if you watch PBS at 10 o'clock on Christmas night, they would play Alistair Sam's Christmas Carol at 10 p.m. on PBS, and that was the version of a Christmas Carol that I watched every year in my whole entire life. That's my favorite version of that movie. I like the Muppet version. I like the Disney version of with Scrooge. You know what I mean? That's my favorite Christmas story of all time. Is the Scrooge version. I love the Scrooged version with I can't think of his name because
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray?
I'm a
Yeah,
couple of vodkas in.
That's my classic right there.
Bill Murray is fucking awesome, dude. Kingpin is such an underrated movie, dude. That guy plays a villain where you're like rooting for the villain. You know what I mean? He's such a dick.
Yeah.
But he's such a good dick. He's the best dick.
That's what she said.
Wow.
I would tell my wife.
We know that,
that's
Sean.
the best dick. You know what I mean? So
Is there a clip coming for that?
Put that.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But that has to be it,
Good
though.
list. Good list. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I don't know if I've ever seen that one, so I'll have to check.
You
that
haven't
one
watched
out.
the 1951 Christmas Carol?
I don't think so. It's always been the Disney one, or the Muppet one, or Scrooged. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Oh, dude, you actually got the original one.
The 1951 version. You know what they do that changes the story from the book? I've read the book. I read the book every year. I'm telling you, I love that story. They have it to where like Scrooge, he has a sister Fan. His sister Fan dies in childbirth, giving birth to her son Fred, which is his nephew.
Mm-hmm.
That's not in the original book. So, but then also in that version of the movie, his mom dies. Like Scrooge's mom dies in birth. So it kind of like correlates the two together. Like his dad resented him. Scrooge's dad is a piece of shit. That's why, he kind of ended up messed up. Because his mother died in birth in this 1951 version. And he also resents the nephew the same way his father resented him because his mother died in birth. And that wasn't in the book, but man, that makes the book. If they would have done that in the book, that would have been so much better. It's a very powerful. I get emotional when I watch that movie. I'm not gonna lie. It's like Coco level crying. I can't watch Coco. I can't watch the movie Coco.
Oh, Mario's about
can't
to
watch
pass out
Coco.
deep, bro.
Bro,
Coco
that's-
is the most
that-
devastating
that's
movie I've ever watched in my
I can't.
entire life.
I don't do grandmas. Nah, that takes me right back.
Yeah, do not watch Coco. Do not watch Coco alone. I
Dude, my
warn
brother and I
everybody.
watched it together first time in theater, man, and both of us at that particular scene, we both lost it. We're looking at each other like, "What the hell's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong with you?"
Me abuela.
It is so hard.
I'm not crying. You're crying. Oh,
Yeah, exactly, bro. It was just like that.
If somebody ever said, "Remember me,"
Don't
dude.
get us started. All right,
Uh,
let's wrap this up before
Even
before
though
everyone starts
I-
crying. Money Mendez,
Mark's
what you
gonna
got-
lose it.
What you got going on, dog? What's happening in the world of the Money Mendez?
Remember me.
Uh,
Even though I have to
Besides
say
Mark
goodbye,
serenading you.
remember me. Sorry.
I don't know why
Each time
people
you
like
hear a
shit
sad
that makes them
guitar.
emotional. Doesn't make sense to me.
Mark, love you, man.
Tomorrow I'll be on 1/6 Figure Focus, the Hope Show. It'll be my first time on there.
Wow.
Streaming with Shane
Let's
and the
go.
guys over there. And then Tuesday CW, I'll be on the normal show. And then what else do we got next week? I might be on Small Talk. If I don't know if they're doing a pre-record this week or not. But if they're on, I'll be on. And I think Let's Get Nuts is done for the year, so I won't be back there until January. But yeah, that's everything that's going on this week, I think.
Oh, that's everything?
Yeah, oh,
Wow.
I don't know if I'll be
Wow.
on there or not. I don't know. That's why I didn't mention it, I guess. You got LWO Friday, but I don't know if I'll be on or not. I still don't know if I'm going out of town for Christmas.
On the belt, fucker.
I know. My bad.
All
Yeah.
good.
Who's
Well,
hosting
they-
this week then? We'll segue to you.
Joao. I think Joao's hosting this week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the Christmas episode where they don't celebrate Christmas in this country. That's where we're actually. That's where we're having our episode.
All right.
Christmas
love it.
was worldwide.
No, it's not.
No,
They don't
it's
celebrate
Christian
Christmas in
nation.
China.
Just a different version of it, no?
No, China, they don't believe in God at all, actually, which is
No, they're
sad.
all they're mostly atheists out there.
Yeah, they literally marry their country. Okay, we don't want to talk about that. It's
Yeah, let's not get Mario. What you got going?
Monday night, Profi Chat, 6:30 our time, Pacific time. Thursday I'll be with Jay, Best of the Best. We'll be doing a Christmas episode there. I think he wants to do a couple giveaways.
Oh,
Friday night LWO with Joao. And then I think I might be doing a special no Christmas episode for Monday night. But for New Year's we might be doing something. So if anyone's interested, come through Monday night.
7-hour stream. Beat the 6-hour stream.
No. I don't think so. But
No.
no, we might have something going on that people might be interested in. So we'll see. We'll try to make it happen.
Cool.
But yeah, man, thanks for the invite, bro. I haven't been here in a minute.
I know. Thanks for coming on, man. I always
Sure.
enjoy the time I get to spend with you.
Yeah, me too, Sean. I'm glad that you remembered me.
oh,
Cal, what you got going
we all
on?
have to keep it up.
Am I coming through clear? I'm
Yeah,
going
yes.
Yeah, we got you.
Barstow. All right. Profi Chat tomorrow. Got Say What Wednesday with Lael. LWO, but we may be coming in remotely on Friday, right, Mario? Are we going to?
That's right.
Away
Yeah.
party. So we may
Possibly.
be coming in remote from a random bar on Friday night, and then rest of the weekend, watching Disney movies. I mean, Christmas movies till the holiday. Just kicking it with
Disney
my wife.
Christmas
Love
movies.
that.
Nice, man. Thanks for coming. I'm glad I could see the black box there where your face is, and then every once in a while when you go by a freeway light, I get to see your beautiful bald head. Mark, what you got going on, man?
There you go.
Oh, look at that!
There
Oh man, dude, I'm full bricked up right now. Mark, anything going on in your neck of the woods? You popping on any streams, anything like that?
I haven't got any invites recently, but I'm always I'm always listening. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we're going away to the mountains in Virginia on between the 26th and 28th to see some mountains, see some white top. Yeah, because I need to see some snow, man. Last year was global warming was a bitch last year for Pennsylvania. We didn't get like some serious snowfall, but otherwise, I just, you know what I mean. I just love you guys, and I you know what I mean. I just pray for all the best prosperity for everybody.
Thank you, man.
And love for all you all. So I'll just be in the chat and just loving everybody.
You're such a sweet man.
Especially Youthby's bass, man. Your bass, dude. I'm telling you, my balls are tingling every time you open your mouth.
I need to get sick more often, bro.
Dude, I've never felt so gay in my life.
You heard it here, dude. You heard it here, bro. All right.
my.
What do I got going? Oh,
What
yeah.
happened?
What do you got going on?
Grandma didn't hit you hard enough, I think.
Sean, why don't you tell the world what you got going on, bro?
Oh, what do I got going on? Let's see.
What you got going on, man?
Really? They think just really layout show on Wednesday. I'm done with puppy training and all that stuff, so my Wednesdays are once again free. Thank goodness.
Puppy training?
Puppy training.
What kind of puppy is that?
Puppy. I got a Catahoula leopard dog. I got her at 13 weeks, and she's now 5 months old. So, been training her, doing some real white people shit, and yeah.
Is she fully potty trained now?
She's working on it. I'm not gonna say yes because as soon as I do, she's gonna piss and shit in the house. But I'm working on it. But yeah. So her name's Nebula.
Nice.
Oh, cool name.
Yeah. And yeah, so other than that, yeah, just layout show on Wednesday. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll make an appearance on one of Mario's shows or something else. But just depends on. No, I'm inviting myself. It just depends on. I'll show up. It just kind of depends on whatchamacallit, family ties and stuff like that. So, and this is, by the way, this is sir. There you go.
Oh wow! Look at her.
Yeah, she killed a praying mantis, but yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So yeah. Either way, thanks for coming, guys. Really appreciate it. I hopefully in January or 2024 I'll be able to get doing this more often than once every 3 months. Yeah. But thanks everybody for showing up. Thanks all the chat for hanging out and saying what's up. I saw Equan came in at the end there and said he had just got off of work and that Optimus Prime still was not done yet. So he's been working on that for like 6 months, bro. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming. Merry Christmas to everyone. Thankful for you all for showing up and thankful for all the friendships and hanging out in town. Mark, I know you're on the other side of the country, so you don't get to hang out with us Cali boys often, but yeah, thanks.
One day, baby, it's gonna be it's gonna be magic. Or disaster, but you know what?
We got the
as long as there's no cash bail, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it might get wild, bro. So,
Amen,
but yeah, thanks for all the friendships and looking forward to 2024 and hopefully
God bless all of you.
We'll all get together here soon.
Likewise,
in
bro.
life and break some bread, drink some beers, and
definitely.
Yeah. Till next time, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, yada yada. Peace.
God bless you all.
Peace out.